check. 1 2 1 2.
There we go.
Mic check.
Alright. I think we are good. Alright. Sorry. Alright. Start that over. 3, 2, 1.
Hey, yo, what's good? It's your boy Black.
Sup, Passe? It's the champion Jay.
What's going on? It's your boy MX Rich, and this is
Keep in Mind.
Alright, so there was a little bit of a lag right there and a problem on the YouTube. I apologize. I put my volume down so quickly that I often don't realize that there's no sound. I got to do a check before anything. I apologize for that. So, we have a special guest with us today.
Yes, we do.
The lovely.
Yes. Ask Miss Cassandra.
Right,
Cassandra
okay.
Menard.
Cassandra Menard.
Cassandra
Are you related to Natalie Menard in any way?
It's possible.
You know we all family.
Right.
Blow it up, man.
It's possible.
Relate to Natalie.
Yeah, right? She might have been like, who's Natalie? I think it could have been like that, you know what I mean?
It's possible.
It's possible, but
Yeah.
you never know. All right, so Miss Cassandra, let them know who you are, what you do, because I titled this episode "Paging Dr. Cassandra."
That's right.
So
I like that.
Paging Dr. Cassandra.
Very nice. So I'm a relationship coach and a men's advocate. So I support men around emoting, expressing their emotions, and making sure that their needs are being met and they are satisfied sexually in their relationships.
Okay.
Give it up.
Look, she said everything right when she said satisfied sexually. We was all like,
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So, what made you decide to pursue a career path in that?
So to be honest, I feel like it was just God driven. I can't really give myself any credit for it. I just feel like God has given me like an ear for men and an understanding for men in a way that some women don't have naturally. And I think it's just because he just has me on assignment.
On assignment.
Yeah. So
The Mind Investor wanted you to say what you did again. They want you to speak a little.
Speak a little louder.
Speak a little louder. Speak a little
Sure.
louder for the
Let me get
people.
a
For the people on the
little
gram.
closer. Yeah. Let me get a little closer. So I'm saying my name is Ask Miss Cassandra. I'm a relationship coach and a men's advocate.
Camera's over here.
Okay, thank you. I'm like, okay, a men's advocate, right? Talking all to the mic.
She's looking at the mic.
I tried to help.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
and I support men in their relationships to emote, express their emotions, get their needs met, and to be sexually satisfied in their relationship.
Love that.
Now, how exactly do you help a man get sexually satisfied without actually satisfying him in the bed? You know what I mean?
Myself?
Yes,
or,
yes.
Well, he's in a relationship, so he wants to know how does he inspire his wife or his girlfriend or fiance to want to have sex with him to where he doesn't feel like he's begging, waiting, you know what I mean? Feeling rejected. And so what I help a man understand is a woman's rhythm.
A woman's rhythm.
Yeah, every woman has a rhythm, so you should never be caught by surprise.
So you can help me understand my wife's rhythm.
1,000%.
1,000%. To the point where we don't argue much. I just get it. Whenever it calls for it, we get it.
I know quite a few couples, so this is how I got really inspired to kind of like shift my focus. My father and my stepmother have been together for over 30 years, and when I started to really get into my zhuzh, into relationship coaching, I was like, yeah.
A niche.
I was like, yes. I was like, Dad, when do you and Kelly argue? And he was just like, we have difficult conversations, but we don't argue. And I was like, do you just like argue in the bedroom, like in private? He was like, no, we don't. And I was like,
period.
When was the last time you had an argument? He was like, never. I was like, but y'all been together for 30 years.
Wow.
So that's when I started to research differently around like, how do you get to show up in relationships? How do you get to have difficult conversations? Because you never have to have an intense argument in your marriage ever again. Never.
Okay.
I
I like that. I'm not gonna even lie to you.
Difficult conversation.
Listen. Well,
If I never have to argue with my wife again, that would be amazing.
listen. So y'all better go check out Ask Miss Cassandra on Instagram.
Please.
We're gonna get to know her mind and how it works as the show goes on.
Shout out to Regular Mike,
you know
again,
what I
who was the host
MC.
of
Yeah,
the MC.
shout out to Regular Mike.
Shout
This
out to
man is
Regular Mike.
funny as
He's
hell.
hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to everybody over there in Queens, Champion QU. We're gonna go over how was that my week, right?
Yeah.
That was
I knew it. I knew the look and the point. My week was actually really awesome, man. I caught up to some sleep from being in Jamaica last week because that was some work. But shout out to
why do people do gun finger the minute you say Jamaica?
Jamaica.
What is
Jamaica,
that? As a Jamaican, you can't even be mad because you did it first.
I do it too.
Yeah, but Jamaica. Boop, boop, boop.
What up?
Like, what does that mean?
What's up?
Gunshot.
That's exactly what it means.
Gunshot to
That's
your
exactly
ass.
what it means.
That's
What do you mean? What does it mean?
Fuck you
That's
think
exactly
that
what
means?
it means.
But go ahead.
But no, shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Perry, man. Shout out to New Love. Shout out to it was a beautiful. I was there with Black's family.
Yeah.
Just the way they welcome a stranger. I'd like to think of myself right now is insane, man. It was just like I felt like I was a cousin, like automatically, man. So my week was absolutely phenomenal. I caught up to some sleep. I won today in a game of kickball. Shout out to Champion QU again, man. Shout out to Chris.
I'm gonna burst
Shout out to
in a minute.
the cats out there that was out here supporting us. I'm seeing Team Blue. We in the building. So my week was phenomenal. Rich, how was your week?
Oh, thank you, my brother.
Other than losing to me.
Other than losing?
Yeah, other than losing to me.
Jerry, please stand up and show the people your left knee.
My injury?
Stand up and show
I
the
don't
people
need
your
to
left knee.
stand. I don't need to stand.
You see Jerry's left knee, everybody?
Right here, right
That's
here.
Jerry's left knee?
Right, I got that from pretty much busting their ass in volleyball.
Not I. Not I.
We did win that.
Not I.
We that first
Come on
round.
now. Come on now.
Let's clarify some things. I was playing Ludo.
We learned that it's Ludo, not
No,
Ludi.
I found out that it's actually both.
Oh, yeah?
It's whatever.
It's both. You
You could actually say Ludi or
yes.
Ludo. Okay, it's Ludo
All right,
slash
so
Ludi.
while playing Ludo with a Jamaican champion out there, which I won the game. After doing that, I was observing a volleyball game that these guys were playing while we were in Jamaica. You know, they all enjoying the sand, having a great time. These two guys on the same team having a great time. I said, y'all about to go on the other team. And I said, I guarantee you we win. And then Jerry going mad hard because he got to make sure he win. What happens to your knee?
Bruh,
He's diving for
that,
balls.
That Jamaican sand is it's
That
daggers.
shit was
It's
treachery.
straight.
No,
It's straight
not
daggers.
Jamaica sand. That resort, they haven't raked their sand on
the
their
beach.
sand.
It was straight glass, bro. I was like, it's crazy.
Jerry fucked up his leg. His team lost. My team won. So it's all right. It's all right. I lost to you today, because you know I had less control in the kickball game than it is in the volleyball game. You know what I mean? But anyway, my week was beside that. Came back from Jamaica, got sunburnt like a motherfucker on the top of my head.
Yeesh.
That
can't be good.
This is the first This is the second time I've been sunburnt in Jamaica. Montego Bay is the hottest place on earth.
Don't say that. That's not statistically true, bro. That's not statistically true.
Montego Bay, the hottest place on earth. I got drunk out there. I wanted to say this. I made a video.
Talk about the video.
While we were out there, and in the video, I was talking to the camera. I was talking about the podcast, but the camera cut, the sound cut.
Oh,
I was drunk. To this day, I do not know where I was because my bathroom is not green.
Yo, you was in a green bathroom.
And I said, I don't know where that was. And I said, what did I tell him? I was in the car riding with Black yesterday. I was like, yo, bro, I don't know. Because my shirt is off in the video. So I'm like,
shirt is off.
So,
in somebody else's bathroom.
This is somebody else's bathroom, bro. Talking a whole bunch of smack, bro.
He just disappeared for the night, bro.
Yeah.
That was like at 4
Really?
o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah. They told me I was sitting on the floor on the concrete in the
next
heat.
to the pool, bro.
Talking about I was crying. I was not crying.
Nigga was crying.
He was crying.
Yo,
And all y'all on the gram, y'all remember, because I saw people putting in the post, put that down, King. Nobody can hear you. Just go enjoy yourself, King.
Wow.
You mad drunk, King.
But anyway, that was my week. We just lost a kickball. Came back from Jamaica. That's pretty much it. Look, how was your week, darling?
It was very light. It was a light chill. Except I did go to a Boyz II Men concert on Friday.
Oh, okay. All right. Boyz II Men is in town?
They were in Jersey.
In Jersey, okay. That's
Yes.
dope,
Boyz II
man.
Men.
was it all 4 of them?
Boyz II Men.
It was, one of them passed away. The one with the deepest voice, he passed away like years ago.
Really? Michael passed away? I didn't know.
Yeah.
You know what's going on.
Apparently he was like very secretive, and he was sick for a little while. He used to walk with a cane and stuff like that. I don't remember like what the degenerative disease that he was battling with exactly, but it got to the point where he did pass away, and like the other members were shocked.
I didn't know that.
I did not even know that. That's crazy, man. R.I.P.
Yeah.
But that's what's up. That's what's up that you had a good time at your
I did. I got a flower. I got a rose from
From Wanye?
From Wanye.
How I knew it was Wanye?
Because that's what he does, right?
No, Sean was giving it out too.
Oh, okay.
Sean was giving him
Black
out.
was ready.
Yeah.
He gave me the last one. I felt special. I felt very thirsty.
Like save the best for last kind of thing?
Yo, it was crazy because he was giving them out, and I was like, I was in the end of the row, and I was like, do I want to go up there? Because it's not really my style. But I was like, why not? Like, you know, it's okay to, like, be a little thirsty for a second, you know? So I go up there. All the girls got their hands out and stuff like that. And they're just, like, giving the flowers. It was Sean at first. Sean's, like, the thinner guy. So he was, like, throwing it out. And then he went to the other side, and Wani came over, and he's, like, giving them out or whatever. They're singing I'll Make Love to You. It's, like, the best.
Of course.
So he's riffing and everything.
Of course.
And I had my hand out, and I was like, maybe I should show him my dimples. So I was telling
Check this out.
Grade A dimples.
Right. I was like, maybe
I have to admit.
should I show him my dimple? Maybe that'll help. And then I got the flower. It was super dope.
That's what's up. What's up. See, maybe the dimple worked.
Yeah.
I think so.
All right. What's cool? Speaking of feeling thirsty, real quick. Yesterday we was at the that Angela Yee Day thing, right?
Yeah.
And it was less about being thirsty for her, and more about being thirsty to get amongst the people around her.
Definitely.
And so yesterday I was speaking to shout out to DJ Suave, Suave Luciano.
Shout out to Suave.
What's it called? I was speaking to him
to
trying to see if we can get to, like backstage to interact with like Paris and all the different other people and whatnot. And he went to go ask, but she was like, "Yo, you should have hollered at me earlier. You know, it's a little late now." And
1 second, I don't want to interrupt this story, but she said, "Nah, why he kill off Mike like that? Mike is alive."
wow.
I didn't want to interrupt this story, but I felt like that was breaking news.
I don't think so. Did he pass away?
Yo.
Well, I didn't know.
I didn't hear about nobody.
Regular Mike is saying now, why she kill off Mike like that?
My
Mike is
bad.
alive. We gonna have to Googles because
We got to
why
Google
we
it.
sending out
I'm
RIPs?
sorry.
Since when did he die? I feel so
I don't
bad
want to send
right
out
now.
RIPs on somebody who's here,
Can
bro.
somebody fact check that?
Yes, can we please fact check?
All right, so
If
go
there's a-
ahead with the story.
go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So I'll come back and let us know that he's not able to get us back there, right? So Angela come out, I take a picture with her. Angela Yee come out, I take a picture with her. And then afterwards, she's walking around. I'm like, she's about to walk away. I want to talk to her so bad. I'm like, yo, Angela!
He really did that. He really did that. He was like, Angela.
Adrian!
Did he do the fingers? No, he did.
He did the fingers. He had his hand out like, oh, she didn't hear me. And he pulled it back to his heart. Like, oh, she didn't hear me. And he pulled it back to his heart.
I am done.
And he pulled it back to his heart. He really did
Yeah,
that.
cause it was less like she's cool. Don't get me wrong, she's cool as
she
hell.
was,
She's
was.
mad cool. She was mad cool. It was really more so like I wanted to be like for one, I know she's mad cool with Suave or whatnot. You know what I mean? So I really wanted Suave to go ask her instead of Pat. But
Exactly.
he's not the person who sets it up for
Right,
her. You know what I mean?
right.
And she probably just feeling great hosting. So let's,
Sure.
you know what I mean? So I don't knock nobody or nothing like that. Like he tried his best. I appreciate it. I just really wanted to speak to her real quick, just to hold like a 5-minute conversation with her. Because I feel like she would love us. Like, me and Black was there, we had our Keep in Mind shirts on.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
But
anyway.
It's update.
coming.
Update. Mike left the group. Regular Mike says.
Okay.
He alive though. He got MS.
He got MS.
Oh, that's
He got
what it
multiple
was.
sclerosis.
Okay.
But he's
My bad,
alive.
y'all.
So I take
Damn,
back
you
any
killed
RIPs.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Oh, my Lord.
I could've
Get well,
sworn-
Mike.
Get well, Mike.
Maybe I saw something that was janky or something like that was
Okay.
on that said that he died. But
Yeah.
I definitely read that he died. I was shocked. I just never like really looked into it. But they said he was sick for a while.
Okay.
All right. Well,
It's all good. Listen.
wanna bring up some of the-
You being mean. How was your week,
Woo!
Black?
Oh, shoot, I skipped
How,
that.
how was your week, man? Tell me about your week, bro. I want to know.
Friends.
How many of us
Dab them.
friends?
Thank you. Nah, my week was amazing. Like you said, we was in Jamaica together, celebrating my sister's prenuptials. It was a beautiful ceremony. I dropped mad tears.
Oh, we all
long.
did.
I was
We all
crying,
did. We all did.
Laughing, I was drunk, and you know I'm the MC at all my family events.
Yeah.
So you know when I get the
Killed
mic,
it.
I have a great
Killed the
time
MC
on
game.
the MC game, you know that. So that's what I did, and played kickball today. We lost, but we just go over that.
They lost to me. It's not
Alright.
nothing
All
crazy.
right. Anyway, so to the topics. I'm gonna rip that shit off your
Yo, y'all see the hate? Y'all see the hate?
That
Yo,
is real.
help me out. Regular Mike, y'all see the hate out here, kid?
I don't really care for losing. I ain't gonna lie. I got in trouble because I was like, yo, y'all cheating. They was like, yo, don't say that.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Don't say what? I was like, yo, I called him soft. He was like, no, don't say cheating. I was like,
Yeah. We don't
Black men don't
use
cheat.
that word. We don't use.
okay, all
Yeah,
right.
black men don't cheat.
Okay.
There you go. She already know the vibes. She know the vibes.
Come on, girl.
So anyway, since speaking of black men don't cheat and all that different stuff, you know what I
And
mean?
here comes Social talk about blue team cheated. You see?
Speaking on cheating, right? My boy Black,
What's up?
You posed a question this weekend. Something that you probably saw from Ray J and
I did see it from Ray J.
Ray J and Princess, was it?
Mhm.
I believe she filed for the. Anyway, it's not about him. What you want me to say it? You got it.
I got it.
All right, good.
So Ray J said, so she basically was saying that that she had an emotional connection with somebody else during their relationship, and he was saying to her that that's worse than him fucking 1,000 bitches, because he didn't love them bitches. He was just doing his thing. So I posed the question: is it really worse? What's worse, the emotional connection or just the slaying? What is worse?
Well, what do you think?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Wait.
Can you hold it?
Is making an emotional connection outside your relationship worse than cheating on your partner?
That's the question.
What do y'all?
That is the
I'm
question.
curious to hear what y'all think.
Yeah.
No.
Dr.
You the
Cassandra wanted
guest.
to know.
You the guest.
Yeah, but I just want to hear like what the vibe is.
I don't mind. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Why we don't mind that? Come on.
Because she's trying to fill
She
the
trying
room.
to use her brain.
No, she's trying to
Why
fill the
not?
room. Well,
I wanna see-
we want to feel you. I like
got
pardon me.
you.
Pause. We want to. You know what I mean? We want
I'm
to.
gonna give you everything I have. I promise.
Okay.
I mean, the way she said that, you know, I mean, you don't have to do all that, but I mean, that was good. I like the way that was said. I like the way that was delivered. Is all I'm saying.
Rich is I am going to say that I really do feel like the emotional is really worse. It is really worse because it's emotions, you're giving them your time. If we're just having sex and I'm really trying to leave after to get back to you, like wash my dick in the sink, as they say, I found out that's the thing people do. I didn't know that. I found out that's the thing people do. They wash their dick in the sink when they cheat and then they go home. So that if they shorty say that. So if I'm trying to get back to you and not trying to stay with this person, I feel like I show that I love you more. Maybe it's wrong. I'm not saying it's not wrong. It's not right. It's not wrong. I mean, but yeah, the emotional.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before you go, Jerry, we got a lot of comments in here. Shout out to
Yeah,
the
we got some
situationship. She said, "Is that my boo?"
Yes.
So
That
she shouted-
absolutely is.
You're from the situation.
Yeah, all right. Okay. Okay. All right.
Shout out to you, Tanya, the CEO, man.
So Terence Jefferson said both can be pretty bad. Honey
Terrence.
C said, I can't say that it's worse, but it's equally bad. Rico Jones said, nah. Rico Jones said, guests go first when we ask questions.
Sorry.
As I said.
Curious.
All right. So
Kingston Story says it's a trick question.
a lot of people, the consensus seems to be both suck. Physical is worse than emotional, but both suck. Okay. He said physical is worse than emotional. Black said the emotional is going to hurt him a lot more.
And I completely agree. I do feel like the emotional, if being attached to someone else emotionally to me is far worse, because I don't only look to have a physical relationship with the person I'm married to
100%.
or the person that I'm dating.
Right.
I mean, we start off having a physical relationship. That is, of course, the initial thing that draws us to each other. But I'm always constantly working, and I say that on the show, that I'm constantly working on having a spiritual, and like I want to be on other levels on those sides as well, more so than the physical, because again, the physical changes way more than the emotional for me.
Facts.
Does. So like the body changes, everything changes with both of us, but like if I'm emotionally connected to you, it's forever for me. So I feel like if you have an emotional connection with somebody else, that's 10 times worse. I'd rather you cheat. Go and cheat on me. But if you have an emotional connection with somebody else, I can't even see myself ever even
crazy.
Like you love-
repairing
like
that.
you
Like,
love this nigga?
like yeah,
Like this nigga,
and
this
I
nigga-
joke around saying, yo, you suck this dick and all that, but it's just like when you're emotional for someone, you just want to do shit just for them. It's like a completely different level for me. It's you're not just it's not just pleasure that you're receiving and giving. It's a completely different mind fuck for me.
Terence Jefferson 33 said the emotional aspect can lead to the physical. Once you have the mind, then the body will follow. All right, shout out to Terence. Shout out to Terence Jefferson.
Before the told y'all answer, I'm getting text messages.
Ooh.
The store is up. The Keep in Mind store.
Oh,
is
yeah,
up.
yeah.
The store is up because I'm getting the text messages. They'll be asking me for their shirts.
For real,
man.
These shirts were made by Northgate Creative. Want to shout out Big Cloud Jones.
Shout
But
out
we
to Big
do
Cloud,
have
man.
our own DTG shirts as well on our website, keepinmindpodcast.com. We also have clips on the page. It's still a work in progress. I'm still working on the page, but
Nah, it's up.
no, it's up. No, the page is up.
It's
The page is
live,
up.
baby.
The page
It's
is live.
up.
I'm just talking about the look of it. That's what I'm talking about. The look of it. I'm still
You
working
can
on the
order,
look.
you can order your shirt.
Yeah, you could definitely order your shirt.
You can definitely go on www.keepingmindpodcast.com right now and take a look at the shirts. We got multiple colors. We got gear for women, men, all alike. So just please check the website out after the show.
And since we're talking about this right now, make sure you send this out to 5 of your friends. We got
please.
18 people in here.
Yes, please.
Send it out.
Hit the paper plane or hit the share button. Copy the link on YouTube. Send this out to 5 of your friends.
Send it out.
And tell them to send it out to 5 of their friends. You know, we got the lovely Miss Cassandra here. Ask Miss Cassandra.
Yes.
Relationship coach, doctor.
Yes.
You know what I mean? All of the above. So
That's it.
please, come on, let's
And
go.
now back to the question.
All right,
Back
now,
to the question.
You go first.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I think one of the things that I find honestly in relationships overall is that couples tend to fight about who's doing what and which one is worse. And they say that what they say is, but I don't do that to you. Like, I don't do that. And I think we tend to kind of really judge what pain is or isn't. And what we really need to pay more attention to is not necessarily what's happening or what the intention is, but what the impact is. Right? So the intention might be to fuck, but what's the impact that creates?
Okay.
It's still an emotional, traumatic experience that's being created no matter how it's created, whether it's an emotional exchange or it's a physical exchange. The impact is my partner doesn't trust me, my partner feels unloved, my partner feels like they're not enough, my partner feels betrayed. That's the impact, right? So does it really matter like what created it? The fact is that it occurred. And so I don't like to decide what's better or worse for anybody because I don't really, I can't, how do I temper how somebody feels about something? You feel what I'm saying? Like I can't, there's no, what's the thermometer read on that? You know what I mean? I can't really gauge that. I just know that it's painful and I can't decide whose pain is worse than the other. So I focus on impact.
On both, whether it's emotional or
the
physical.
impact. The impact is betrayal, trauma, like post-traumatic stress disorder, mistrust. Like once trust is broken, that's one of the hardest things to repair.
To get back.
You don't honestly. How often do people get your trust back after breaking?
It's not easy.
I mean, it could happen. Yeah.
Had they ever happened for you?
I've definitely made mistakes in the past that has caused my then girlfriend, now wife, to not trust me as much as she did before that event. And we've been having.
She moved past it.
But has the trust ever been fully repaired? I can't even tell you that. That's 100%. Yeah. That's. I don't think so. I don't think so. Like Dr. Cassandra just said,
she brings it up from time to time.
a word that she just brought up that I never even thought about was PTSD. I was like, post-traumatic stress disorder. Wow.
100%.
Like I never even thought about that being an effect
100%.
of losing the trust that you have in
100%.
somebody. So I'm just like, whoa, like
100%.
it's probably more serious than I thought.
Can I tell you a crazy story? So when I started to study infidelity, and I learned that literally when somebody gets cheated on, doesn't matter what it is, when there's a betrayal that occurs, the neurological pathways of your brain changes. It changes instantaneously. It's kind of like being in a car accident. Even if you survive, right? Your brain changes so that anything that comes across your path, like you might flinch different. And so when a person's been cheated on, they flinch a lot, so to speak, emotionally. So meaning, if you, let's say for example, your wife is in a car with you and she sees a receipt and she knows you hate Burger King, but there's a Burger King receipt in the car, it's a flinch. It's like, what is that? Why is that there? Who did you go to Burger King with? Or why did you order if you went to the same restaurant, like when did you go here? I was with you all week. When did you have time to go here? Because it's a flinch, it's a reaction, and they can't control it. They can't maintain.
I'm not gonna lie. You're 100% right. Because I remember when I was in a relationship where I felt like my partner was cheating on me. Certain stuff that I would never do in any other relationship. I would do I would look in the trash a little bit. I wouldn't go through, but I'd look in there and be like,
it's real.
You know what I mean? Like
it's
I'm not gonna lie, hell yeah. Like
What?
Yeah, I wouldn't go through, but I dead ass would look in the trash and be like, cause it changes the way you think, bro. It changes the way you think.
That's it.
It's 100%. It's 100% true. When you've been cheated on when somebody's violated your trust.
Yeah, man.
It's just like if somebody came to your house, right, and you had money laying around somewhere. They're the only person who came to your house and that money's going, and and that person turns around, and you always know the person who steals your money, steals your shit, is gonna be like, oh, I'll help you look for it. They help you look for it, and all of a sudden it shows up. Then they leave. You like, I know this nigga took my shit.
Yeah.
Moving forward,
Oh, you got your eyes.
your mind is different when they come over.
Different.
Right.
100%.
Different.
Because they violated your trust.
Different. And let me tell you.
Shea Butter _ baby 90 says what the doctor is saying is true, but these days are these guys are selfish. They don't care about the impact of the other person.
I was just about to say, I think what was more offensive when I saw the small short clip of the communicative exchange between Princess and Ray J was that he did not care. Like, he wasn't hearing her. That hurts so bad when somebody won't hear your side and they're committed to disagreeing with you. That hurts like shit.
Yo, how you know that's what I was doing? How you know that's what I was doing?
Because that was a bar. That was a low key bar.
To disagreeing with you is crazy.
That's painful as fuck. You know what it is? It's a mind fuck. Cause
I'm starting to wonder if I'm committed to disagreeing with my wife at the time.
No, because
you're committed to disagree with a lot of people.
Yeah, with everybody else, yes.
Listen, when you think about it, right?
That was a big line, man.
This is what makes relationships so scary. The whole purpose of a relationship is to connect. The purpose of a relationship is to align. So when you have a person in a relationship who's committed to disagreeing, rebuttaling, giving you another perspective, we're not connecting. You're moving, you're disengaging. I'm trying to like.
Dropping heat.
Yeah, that's why.
She's dropping
This is
bars
why I
right
usually
now.
ask people to talk first. That's why y'all like, oh no.
I feel like our last two guests been coming.
I've been coming with the heat. It's like the levels have been turning up. Pierre Benjamin on shout out to you on Instagram says men ask for 1, 2, 3. Women give ABC. LOL. Sometimes that's what it is, though. It's like, you know, I'll be like, listen, I'm trying to interlock with you, and for some strange reason, it just seems like we're always butting heads. Shout out to Perry for that one, man. Perry's another one of our guests that's been on. Shout out to you. Send this out to 5 of your friends, Perry, and everybody else on here, please. Love you, but send this out to your friends. Get them in on the conversation. We got 18 people in here. We're trying to get down to 40. Dr. Cassandra's dropping heat. Let's go.
For me, after she gave all that intelligence, you know, she brought some knowledge over here.
Toxic Rich.
I'm not toxic at all.
Well, you know,
he said I'm toxic. See?
No, I did not say that.
Go ahead.
I was telling him to pass me the bottle.
Oh.
That's what
That's what I heard.
Yeah, exactly. He said,
I could be wrong.
He said, I'm toxic.
Right? That's what I heard.
It's the way he said it. He was like, I know Dr. Cassandra's dropping heat, but let me get up.
I didn't say but at all.
I just felt like that's what he was about to do.
All I was gonna say was I think that I feel like what Terence Jefferson 33 said connected with me a lot more than like choosing one. I feel like when I was cheated on, at least I'm not saying I don't know if I've been cheated on more than that, but this is the only one that I know for a fact I was cheated on or whatnot, and I feel like the person when I got cheated on, the person fell in love with somebody else.
Oof.
You know what I mean? Like fell in love with this person, was willing to disrespect me for this person and everything. You know what I mean? So for me, I feel like
it's the emotional attachment.
I feel like that for me it wasn't just the emotional. I feel like for me, I feel like the women I would choose to date wouldn't just be fucking in the first place. Mm-hmm. Do you get what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying it's impossible. No, right, and I'm not vouching for any woman. People cheat. Right. It is what it is. Better than that. Yeah, exactly. I'm not vouching for anybody. I'm just more so saying, in my mind, call it childish or whatever. I feel like the woman I choose to date is not gonna just wanna get dick from this random person from time to time. Right. You know what I mean? So in my mind, I automatically think you caught feelings for this person to fuck him in the first place.
You know what you did?
If it's physical, you're saying.
Put the pussy on a pedestal.
Call it that. You're probably right. I probably call it that. I probably put the pussy on a pedestal. I've grown a lot from that when I used to think that way. You know what I mean? I've grown a lot, and
I have a question for all y'all. Well, I won't ask you guys who has been cheated. That's personal. But
we all got cheated on.
Okay. Would you feel?
Yeah, I got cheated on.
I got cheated on.
You know that song? I don't want to know.
Change me up. Yeah.
Do you feel like that now? Like after having been cheated on, do you feel like, you know what? I would rather not know. Like I don't want to know, or do you feel like you want to know?
Low key, when you know, that shit hurt more than you think it's gonna hurt.
That shit,
Like,
that
huh?
shit is soul sucking.
That shit hurts more than you think it's
listen,
gonna hurt.
I-
So I
It does hurt.
don't want to know.
It
You
does
don't
hurt.
want to know?
I don't want to know.
Really?
I don't
What
want
about
to know.
you?
You don't want to know.
You want to know or not?
You sound like you about to speak Creole just now.
I don't want
Let's
to
go.
know.
Do I want to know? Shit.
It's crazy, right? When you think about it.
Because I'm leaving. You know me. I'm leaving.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
Yeah, y'all talked about that all the
Yeah, I'm
time, and I
leaving.
always say it's different for me. So I mean, I want to know simply because again, I'd like to have the conversation on what we doing from here on out. Is all I'm saying. Let me know so I could be like, okay.
Opens doors. That opens doors for Jerry.
I
Jerry's
don't- I don't
Jerry's
wanna-
like,
What we doing? So
Jerry's
what?
like,
So how is it gonna work out? Cause you could go and get your dick on Monday, Tuesday. I go do my thing on Thursday, Friday. What we doing?
Will you
What we
still
doing?
will you still want to fuck your wife after that? Cause now y'all swingers.
You might.
Yo, where the
Not the-
fuck?
not the
Where the fuck
titles.
did it? Yo,
Now we gotta
my
turn
man
up.
went to swingers.
Hold on.
Titles.
My man went to swingers, bro.
No,
I think
but-
it's when you're both doing it together.
No,
it's when you're
I-
swinging,
I-
bro.
100%. Hold on.
I mean, I guess you're right.
Yeah,
Hey, Max.
swinging has to be
Open relationship, whatever.
Yeah.
And Max, I 100% agree with you. At this point, we going to sex parties. We doing it. If
Like-
you got a nigga, you fucking. I'm fucking this. Let's let yo, babe.
Let's-
It's
let's-
Thursday
come-
night.
Yo. A lot of people. Jay Peso said, "I don't want to know."
I don't want to know.
People say
Terence
I don't want
Jefferson
to
said,
know.
"Look at what it takes, just in general process of getting to know a woman, and the process it takes." Okay, I think he's talking about
If
what
you
I
gonna
was saying.
cheat,
Yeah.
cheat with respect.
But a lot, but
That's
honestly,
how I feel.
a lot of it.
I feel like don't let me find out from somebody else. That's how I feel.
A lot of women
Do
say
not,
that. A
and when I
lot of
say-
women say
and
that.
somebody else includes me. Don't let me find out on my own.
Oh, right. Through
Or-
research.
Includes-
includes me.
Includes
That somebody
somebody
else
includes me.
includes me.
That's
How many
good.
people you
That's
got up
good.
here,
Right.
Dr. Cassandra?
I'm just saying, don't let nobody tell me. I would rather, if I need to know, right? If it's happening, I would rather him tell me because I could build from that. You respect me enough. I could respect that.
The mind investor says definitely want to know because if the combo takes us to becoming poly,
Then we need to figure this out.
The
Everybody
mind
look at-
investor.
Yeah.
Listen,
Nah,
you know
nah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess that's not a bad one, Jerry, because
Wow.
it's not a bad
Y'all
one.
are really
But
pondering on this.
You know what it is? I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm kind of selfish. You know what I mean?
You're
so
very
I'm just
selfish
being
when
honest.
it comes to that.
Wait, define that. I need to. I'm,
No,
I'm
like
curious.
all right. I'm not all right. If you're not my girl, if you're not my woman or whatever, I'm not selfish. Like it's whatever it is.
Yeah.
Right.
But if me and you have grown, huh?
He said, cat.
He said
Black.
his nice brim.
Black.
He loves all his
Said
bitches.
cat.
Richard don't want you fuck. I'm that way too, so that's how I'm telling you he's capping.
Listen, from what I've been seeing, y'all talk about on the show.
No, because you're thinking about my friends.
Don't fuck.
No,
Rich.
He's thinking about my friends. Like I don't want none of my friends.
The way
I don't want none of my friends to mess with any.
You
chick
don't
I
want
mess
anybody that you even
No.
remotely know to be around anything that you.
with. If you're around
that
me,
you
if
took
you're
y'all
around
even
me,
from 20 years ago, Rich.
No. 20 years ago, it's really not that deep, bro. It's really not
Okay,
that deep.
all right. I felt like that's what I've always gotten from these conversations is that Rich is not down for knowing anybody that who's taking any girl that he's taking down.
I don't-
down at
I
all.
don't know.
He doesn't want to know
If-
you.
if
What do
you-
y'all think about that? Do you think that's
Cat.
selfish?
I think that's weird as hell.
I'm telling you.
Why?
Cause you can't put your dick on that pussy. That's not. We was just talking about how you can't. That's different pussy now. That's 20 years
That's new
ago,
pussy.
10 years ago, even
It
6 months
regenerated.
ago. That was different poom poom.
It regenerated.
That's a different poom poom.
It
You claiming
that
old.
rejuvenation
You
shit.
are literally
Okay,
claiming
okay.
old pussy to me. You're claiming old, non-existent pussy.
If one of my friends fuck one of my bitches, I would be very upset.
Upset. I've gotten that from you too. Me, you listen. If I was in your position and I was a single man and I smashed something and she decided to, I only could brag on the poom poom I'm currently getting or that I'm keeping.
No, I'm not talking about bragging on it. I'm not talking about bragging on it.
Oh, right, or care
I feel
about.
like-
But I'm
I feel
saying,
like-
I said once mine, always mine. That's what I'm trying to show you, bro.
y'all are, that's toxic as hell, bro.
Jerry said,
That's
Rich
toxic
grow up,
as
Rich
hell.
is selfish.
Yeah.
No, time out. You're fronting right now. If you, like, if
It's new box the moment you're done,
if
Rich.
it's not my shorty, I cared about chicks that's not my shorty.
That's what I'm talking about. things that I'm not. Come on, because like if you're talking about like literally girlfriends, we ain't had a lot of girlfriends, but there's a lot of girls that we both fuck that it's the girls that I fuck that I don't want you to fuck, and I know it's girls that you fuck that you don't want me to fuck.
That he used to make damn sure.
So I don't know what he's talking about right now. He knows that. Like,
my man would make an announcement and be like, "Black, stay away."
And I would make the same announcement. So that's what I'm talking about. I don't know why he's telling me.
I wasn't around for those announcements. I saw Rich when he used to say it with his shit.
That's you know.
Yeah, I'm talking about back again. We've known each other. I've known you for 5 years. I'm talking about back when we first met each other, and I was getting a feel for how y'all were. I was like, oh damn, Rich is really. He put stamps on his like conquests. Like he put straight stamps. Rich has been here, and you need to know.
As do I.
Rich has been in. For me, that's weird.
Mr. Bates in trouble said, "If you want my second, go ahead."
Facts, Jonathan. Tell him.
Listen, if you want my second,
Rico Jones said, "Rich walk around like she off limits." You heard?
He do, and it's okay. Don't tell me.
Black do the same thing.
That's what I'm not.
Yo, he said that.
But that's fine. But that's fine.
But
you know what? You know what it is? I'm not like that. He's talking about the people that's around me.
Okay.
If I have a girl that I've
and you only keep people that you're close to around you.
Exactly.
Rich.
So for example,
so you don't keep people.
Hold on, time out.
Okay.
So if I have a fuck buddy, right, and she's my fuck buddy or whatever. The people around me can't fuck it, but I don't know what she's doing outside of that. Outside of that, and I give no fucks. Like as long as I wrap it up and you're clean and we're clean, then that's all that matters to me. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like that, and that's why I said that. Cause you're thinking about the people closest to me. I'm talking about this dude.
No, that's what
this dudes who have fuck buddies and it's like, yo, you can't smash
that way,
my friend.
close
you can't smash this nigga. You can't. And it's like, yo, you're not
that
my
way.
man.
And that way, I think like Black. It's okay if you test her out and see if she's gonna be if she's gonna go for the if that's what you're saying, Rich.
What episode?
What
episode number is this?
This is episode 57 or 58.
Because I said this episode was like, yo, and y'all hated me.
No,
and now you with me.
Based on what he's saying,
What am I saying?
I'm like,
what am I saying?
You're saying the people in your immediate circle, you don't want. It doesn't matter what she does out there or whatever. If that's the type of girl you have around you, and you just don't want your immediate circle. All you're doing
around me. I'm just also saying like, it's less of a thought in my because me and them are not a couple. It's less of a thought in my mind what they're doing outside of
your circle. You just don't want to have to look somebody in the eye that you're cool with.
And be
that's
like,
taking,
yo, did she do to you too? That's what I'm talking about. Like, you know what I mean?
If it's not shorty, I mean, usually
it's
fair game. That's how I play. I'm from Queens. That's how we play.
My mindset will be like, damn, don't lie. If there's a chick that you and your man smash, you and your man gonna clown, like you're not gonna clown her, be like, yo, you smash him, like, yeah, I smashed too in it.
All day.
Exactly.
I'm not doing that.
You're not doing
that. You're
that.
such a fucking liar.
Don't cap, bro. Don't cap. Don't call out his cap, and then you cap on top of that, bro.
Yo.
And then you could, it's episode 66. It's 66. It's 66. It's 66.
You're fronting right now.
The numbers is saying it all. This is a devilish episode. I'm telling.
Facts.
But anyway, we gotta
the
move
numbers
on.
is telling. Yeah, we gotta move on. It's getting crazy.
But I definitely feel like the emotional brings the physical for a lot of women. But I do have something to contradict that later on in the show.
Terence in the younger years, when we was in high school, we definitely was smashing the same years.
In the younger years, right?
In the younger years.
I mean, that's all we had. Yeah. That's all you had.
It
wasn't driving nowhere, so it was like
it was the same girl.
It was slim picking.
Yeah, exactly. I smashed a chick from homeroom. What word? I got her 8 period.
Maybe I can too. Yeah. Maybe I can too at 8 period.
Yo, I'm not coming to lunch today. Why? Because I'm getting head on the staircase. Come on, you already know. The hood doctor, my nigga. You already know the hood doctor.
Remember the new one? Shout out to Union High School.
And the new wing. It's not the new wing anymore, I guess.
They probably still call it the new wing.
The Mind Investor said, that's why I'm proudly married and we continually work on bettering ourselves because being single is so much harder and by the stats, it's only getting worse. Shout out to you, the Mind Investor. I'm definitely on par with you on that one.
I don't agree with the whole idea that it's getting worse. Time out. I don't agree with the idea that it's getting worse.
Yeah, I do. You don't agree?
No, I'm gonna tell you why. Not because of any other reason. Not because of any other reason. From the fact that I feel like it's just more publicized what we see.
No.
Yeah. Ooh. What do you mean no?
I don't think so at all.
So you don't feel as though women have been going through shitty ass dates. It's just more recorded now.
Not like this. This is very different.
Talk about it.
Very
Okay,
different.
talk about it. In what ways do you
And
feel
what
like
way is different?
the dating game has changed?
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna
Okay.
tell you before you do say something, right? Please remember that a lot of the thought in men, this red pill thought, comes from a time when it was the actual thing.
Not necessarily referring to red pill.
All right. If you know, I'm just saying. I'm just prefacing this because this whole idea of men being like, yo, you do what you want because you're the man and da 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 da. That's all from a time when that actually was the norm, where a woman was at home. It just wasn't recorded on Instagram. So that's why I'm like, is there really a difference? Because it was actually the thing now, and men are just trying to get back to it. I feel like, I'm not saying it's the best thing, but I just feel like men are trying to get back to it. You get what I'm saying? But if you're not talking about red pill, please expand upon what you were saying.
Well, I just think that like I kind of look at culture, history, and things like that, and one of the most impactful and influential aspects of culture and history is music. Like, what is the music saying, right? So if you think about the 70s, you had a lot of Woodstock, right? What was the music talking about? Doing drugs. Like, it was very public and open. Now we have things like City Girls. Now we move away from like the Jodeci's and the Boyz II Men's and the Drew Hills and
a lot of people are saying R&B is dead right now.
Right, people are saying R&B is
wow.
dead.
It's like a topic.
And
Not a lot of
now
people Diddy.
Now we're talking about,
just Diddy.
you know, rich nigga my type. You know, people learning about Birkin bags and all these things. And like, I remember my 15-year-old nephew was like, oh, I want to get my girl a Birkin bag. And I was like, how?
What?
He want to get.
I was like, I said, you can't even, where are you going to get it from? Macy's? How do you get a Birkin bag? Tell me the process. You don't even know the process.
Aren't you supposed to be invited to some craziness?
Yeah, you can't even just get one. And so, you understand, the influence is, I could get one.
I can't get one.
Oh, you can't. No, the influence, right, that comes from music, we're absorbing it, we're feeding into it, we're wanting to live by it, we're being told, like, if a man don't have any money, he can't get no pussy. I know that's right. And I'm not saying that it's not a thing, right, to be paying attention to in terms of, like, wanting to make sure you're with a man who can, you know, provide some stability. What I'm saying is that women are entering relationships, or men are entering relationships with the repeating and parakeeting things without understanding the root behind it. You need to not want to be with a broke man, not just because you want a Birkin bag, but because you understand that when should I get pregnant, I can become vulnerable. I need somebody to hold me down. You need somebody to take care of me, not to buy me things, right? When you're thinking about, you know, a woman's pussy and vagina and things of that nature, you also need to be cognizant, like, her pussy is connected to her heart. I need to understand that if I'm gonna penetrate her pussy, I'm likely more closer to her heart.
Hitting the heart.
You feel me? So I need to handle the situation better.
I did anatomy. I did anatomy. That's not true.
Pierre Benjamin says.
So question.
Wait, Pierre.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Question before you ask.
Yeah.
So should broke niggas get pussy?
I think this is what I think broke men should do. I think broke men should
Focus on
become a
themselves.
warrior and be the most monstrous versions of themselves and learn to scale it back.
Oof.
That's what I think.
Should broke niggas
Yeah,
get
but-
pussy?
No, I think pussy is a distraction.
So
You
broke
ain't hear
niggas.
the first time?
It's not. It's not about why. It's not that a broke man shouldn't get pussy because it affects a woman. It affects him.
Yo, send out the heart emojis right now in the
need to
chat if y'all
focus.
feeling what Dr. Cassandra is saying.
Yeah.
She's on fire. Pierre Benjamin said it's buck breaking. I guess what we were talking about before.
Broke should be more than just
said
money.
that Pierre said that you are on fire.
Thank you.
Terence says it's not just the music, but the BS that's
she's
being
on fire.
shown on social media plays a part as well.
Definitely.
Yeah, Pierre said that you're on fire. She's on fire.
No, she's fire.
She's fire. No, she's on fire
Nah,
tonight.
he said she was fired earlier.
He said she's fire,
I'm a
which
black
we
woman
all
that blushes, so
see.
please don't. I don't want to get rosy
It's
on
too late,
camera.
it's too
Oh,
late.
it's too late. Okay.
All right. Rico Jones says she's
But they
right.
love it, they love it.
Ladies
They
want a
sending
rich
out the
man
heart
thinking
emojis right now.
materialistically, not about true family. Okay. But I do
Yeah.
like what Perry also said. Perry said broke is not just about
He said
money.
she's definitely
She's
fire.
definitely
fire.
She's definitely fire.
All caps. All caps.
She's definitely fire.
Listen, I said that too.
She's definitely fire. We are not going to dismiss the fact that she is definitely fire. But no, she's speaking.
All right.
She's spitting hot fire too.
So I want to move on from there.
Yeah, man.
I do want to ask you a question. There was a video on Instagram. There's a video that we saw. It's probably set up because a lot of them are fake nowadays. But it does lead to conversation. There was a video of a dude in the car with his shorty, and he's giving his baby mother a ride somewhere. Not because she had the kids with him.
That's a no.
That's a no for you.
Keep finished.
That's a no. I agree.
No,
That's a no.
That's a no.
That's a no.
Yo.
That's a no.
Yo,
Go ahead. No, finish the question.
The
but that's
people
a no.
want to. The people want to know your IG real quick, Dr. Cassandra.
Oh, ask Miss Cassandra.
Ask Miss Cassandra. All right, is the IG. Please make sure you guys come correct. She's looking for a warrior if she's looking at all.
Hold on, Rico Jones.
You need to be a warrior, all right?
Rico Jones said we need to have her and Sarah Ali at the same time.
We'll definitely set that up.
We gotta set that up.
We gotta set that up.
That
Low key, Rico, it was really supposed to be that.
It
That's
was,
so funny
it was
that you
really
said
supposed
that.
to be that.
It was supposed
It was
to be
supposed
that.
to be Sarah
It was
Sean
supposed
Ali
to be that.
and
It was
Dr.
supposed to
Cassandra.
be
That's
that.
so true. That's so true.
It was supposed to be
But
that. That's funny.
what's the complete question or situation before I say
All right, the full question is it okay to give your baby mother a ride in the car while your current girlfriend's in the car?
Oh, well,
No-
this is
no
what I would say,
children.
right? This is what I would say. Honestly, it's up to the couple. I was under the assumption that the girlfriend has a problem with it. I feel
She
like
did have a problem with it.
Oh, she did.
She
100%.
So
She
whoever-
entire video, she was wilding.
So as a man, right? If you have a solid relationship with your baby mama, then you're coming into a relationship. You need to let that girl know what this is.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And that you have
I
no
agree.
intentions of adjusting it because she is the mother of your child, and that's that. And you should hold your ground, right?
Stop raising
Like
your hand.
that's your family.
go next.
However, right, if you're not having these conversations, right, or this is just occurring, and your girlfriend has a problem with it, you're gonna have to tell baby mom, I need you to hold off for a second because I need to fit. If this is a woman that you're intending to like continue with, you need to heal that. You need to focus because it's only so much bandwidth that a man has. You cannot attend to the emotions of two separate women at the same time.
Talk about
So you need to focus on the one that you're with, that you're solidifying a relationship with, and do what you need to do to make her feel comfortable, whatever those boundaries need to look like, and then you relay that to baby mama.
But what about the other way? Does it work the same way for the other way?
Yes.
What do you mean, like a baby father?
Baby
Baby
father.
father.
Mhm.
I honestly think that couples should do what works and makes them feel better. And that happens through communication,
them?
boundaries, trust,
I like
like
that.
what's really happening. You understand what I'm saying? So I'll give you guys an example. You want to hear something real wild? Some wild shit. I've
Yeah.
never said this publicly. Y'all ready?
Get a drink first before you
Yeah,
say
yeah.
it.
Okay.
Take a sip,
Let me
y'all.
think if I really want
And
to-
please
Think
send this out to.
Alright,
Hold
think
up.
about
Send
it,
this out to
think about
5 of your friends, please. Dr. Cassandra's about to say something real that she's
Something
never
wild.
I'm
said
about to drop
before.
something that's
That
crazy
she's
right now.
never said before, y'all. Please,
Crazy.
please.
Y'all ready?
Go ahead.
My parents purchased a house in Brooklyn, right?
Shout out
They
to
were
them.
married. They had the house. My mother was the breadwinner. She decided to leave. My father kept the house. She moved to Park Slope and so on and so forth, right? My father ended up getting remarried, and his now wife moved into the house, right? They live in the house. My father's managing it, and 2009 the recession hits. He's afraid he's about to lose his house. He asks my mom, whatever rent you're paying where you're at, would you mind moving back into the house? It's a multifamily house. Talked to his wife about it. He was like, just for like 2 years until we get through this recession because we might lose this house, right? It's in the essence of a sacrifice because this is a house my father intends to pass to his children,
Right.
right? He's been investing in it for the last, I want to say 20 odd years,
Right.
right? What should he do? His wife says, okay, fine, for 2 years. Like, I get it. Because it's a multifamily house. Like, they never have to even come in the same entrance type of thing, right? My mom moves in 2009, and she still lives there to this day. So my father and his wife live on the first floor, and my mother lives on the second floor.
Wow. Everything is beautiful.
And everything works perfectly.
Wow.
Why
So
not?
when grandkids...
When
grandkids come over, they don't have to go to different locations.
That's true.
They know grandpa, they know they know Nana and grandma. Grandma is with grandpa and Nana is my mom. When we have Thanksgiving, Christmas, holidays, everybody goes down to the basement. We pop bottles. Somebody's making John Joe. Somebody's making grill. Somebody's making croissant.
Okay.
Everybody's
Picasso
making something
getting me hungry.
Picasso. Yeah,
You getting me
like
hungry out
everything,
here.
right? Legume, everything, right?
Shout out to all my Haitians out there.
Like,
1804, you already
Everything.
know we in the building.
Right? But I will say this, that's something that didn't happen overnight. You feel me? Before that could even happen, there was because my stepmother and dad have been together for about 30 years. There was about 15 years worth of dissension between all of them.
Wow.
You understand?
Wow.
So what I'm saying is that these things are a process. You can't thrust somebody into something that they're not comfortable with.
So
You
now,
feel me?
All right.
Sosha01 says, my uncle and his wife and girlfriend live in the same building in Brooklyn. He said they better not fight or he gonna move them in together.
Wow. That's wild.
I've honestly never heard of a situation like that working out in my immediate or surrounding family. So that's really dope. That's really dope.
Okay.
Kingston Story said they must be really mature to be able to work something like that out.
My dad is 72.
It's a rare
occurrence. My mom is like 60 something. His wife is like 60 something. Like, yes, they're mature in age and wisdom, and like somebody said it perfectly. Like, these are two adults who understand that creating a legacy is much bigger than their egos. It's like, do we lose a whole house?
Shout out to Honey C for that one.
Right? Do we lose a whole house? And it had this been prior when there was a lot of dissension, it would have never worked.
Right.
You gotta work through those bumpy roads, and you gotta give it time. So for the baby mama who's never going anywhere, I would advise, like, weather the storm for a little bit. Let him fix what he needs to fix to show the current girlfriend, Mama, you don't got nothing to worry about. I don't want him. I just want to make sure his kids are good because we're a family. Like, let it rock for a little bit. You understand what I'm saying? Because then you're showing, you know what I'm saying, in good faith.
They said talk that talk.
They loving to talk.
On Netflix, there's a show called what's that? The documentary show that I like so much. Very short documentaries.
I don't know.
Damn it. Anyway, on Netflix they have a show where they give really short documentaries and whatnot. And there's one on sex, and they speak about how in certain cultures, especially like there's like a Polynesian culture or whatever, where everybody is the child's parents.
Wow.
Where the village is all them, like the woman is pregnant and multiple men sleep with her while she's pregnant.
That's a lot.
Hold on.
I
I'm not saying that they all.
I got you.
I'm not saying that she sleeps with all of them or that she has to.
Okay.
I'm just saying while she's pregnant,
she can.
She can sleep with whoever she wants to.
Anybody.
She can fuck whoever she
Pregnancy
wants
hormones are wild, so I get it.
So they're not even like looking at no DNA tests.
No, everybody is the child's
just
dad.
a
baby.
Wow.
It's tribal. It's tribal.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Why can I not remember
My man is going through the song of the intro of Netflix.
Keep playing the keys.
How you feeling, bro?
I play piano.
Done.
It's not unexplained. It's not
Explained.
Oh,
it is.
Explained. Okay.
Explained.
Wow, I gotta
on
watch
Netflix
that.
Explained. On Netflix Explained has so many documents, like they're like 15, 12
Yeah,
minute
12.
documentaries
Yeah.
where
Quick.
they break down something
Money
so quickly.
yeah.
And it's dope. Like, it's dope. And they, like, in one of those, I think it's called Sex. It's in like the first season, and they speak on that. And I genuinely feel like if you're the mother of my children, and you need a ride somewhere, and I'm able to provide that for you,
Doesn't
you
matter.
you have to understand that is the mother wherever she's going. Like, I'm not taking it off the club. You know what I mean?
Right.
Don't get me wrong.
Hold on. Now, another thing that factors into it, the mother has a nigga.
Oh no, that's different now.
Nah, that was in the video too.
Oh, I didn't hear that
she
part.
has her own man.
That's crazy.
Nah, you should be
So
giving her a ride.
now,
Why you with this nigga? Why you with this nigga?
Yeah,
why you with this nigga? And
Why
I
you
still
with this
gotta
person who
provide
can't
this?
provide a
Right.
ride?
For
And you have to
you.
wait.
Can I actually like chime in on that for a second? Because what I want people to understand too, because I study like so I like feminine masculine energy, right? Like, it's not scientifically sound, but I think it does help to explain certain things.
Explain what that is.
Feminine masculine energy. So I utilize breaking down like it correlates to like estrogen and testosterone, right? We all have testosterone, we all have estrogen. It's just men tend to have more testosterone and have less estrogen. Women have more estrogen and we have less testosterone, right? And there is like talks about feminine energy that is soft, you know, understanding, nurturing, welcoming, and masculine energy that's controlled, decisive, you know, just like can hold it down, alpha, the whole alpha rhetoric and all that stuff. So I like to study that and weave that into my coaching. One of the things that I want men to understand about feminine energy is that as women, we are receivers, right? And so what we're looking for is for a man to give, right? And guys are the givers. Like, even when you go to Home Depot, they're like, they ask like, what's the male, what's the female part, right? Whichever one is going in, you know what I'm saying, is the man, right? And so for a woman, you guys may not understand this or may not take it into consideration, but anytime you're giving something to the feminine, that's a threat. Because we're anticipating that.
So why is it a threat?
Yeah.
Because
Why can't it be welcoming?
Because you're giving it to somebody else. That's intimacy for us. The same way for you, a woman receiving something would be a threat. So if a woman accepts flowers from someone, as nice of a gesture as it is, that's like, what are you taking that for? Why are you responding to that for? And to a woman, she's just like, I'm just responding because we're communicators and community oriented.
No, when she
If
break
you
it down.
with somebody and she come home with roses,
Yeah,
and you're
like,
like,
what the fuck
why the
is that?
fuck
I
did you
ain't
take
saying
this nigga's roses?
Right? I didn't do that.
The live.
It's wild that you say that because one of the most profound things that I remember my then girlfriend, now wife, said to me was, Jerry, if you ever leave me, you better not treat no other girl the way that you should have treated me. And I'm like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything?
Definitely.
But it's the craziest thing to think about. But they're like, yo, like
It's a
that's
threat.
what you give to me is something that
Listen,
I can't allow you to be.
I want you to think about this.
Giving to other people.
I can never, without some sort of other apparatus, fuck a man. Never. I can never fuck a man. Like, I can't fuck him with a dick. Like, I don't have.
I was okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, I don't even feel like women fuck. Like, I mean, I get the concept or whatever, but fucking is like you're penetrating. Like, that's what I think about fucking, right?
Penetration.
I
Talk about
can
it.
never, ever do it. What I can do is receive. I'm opening myself up. I'm opening my legs. I'm opening up my body. I'm taking you in. I'm becoming one with you. That is a constant experience as a woman of receiving. So for you to give your baby mama a ride, you're giving to her, that can be more of a threat than you might think.
Because she's receiving
It sounds
it.
so simple, but she's receiving something.
I'm with you.
She's receiving a support. She's receiving help. That could be a threat.
I'm with you.
You know, so if I'm a baby mama, right, and my ex-man gives me something, my current man may be like, why is he giving that to you? What you doing for him to give that to you? Because it becomes an automatic threat. And this is what I'm saying about masculine and feminine energy is that we have to realize that we process pain differently. No one is more right or wrong than the other. It just gets to be different, and it's for compatibility, not competition. You don't have to compete around that. So these are the things that guys have to understand. And the other thing is like with testosterone provides strength and confidence, right? Think about what it must feel like, right, to not have that naturally. That's why we long from that from y'all. We need our husbands to be our compass and a guide, because we naturally do not possess the amount of testosterone that provide a natural. It's when a woman develops confidence, it's synthetic.
Wow.
When you guys have confidence, it's hormonal. You naturally have it. Yeah. So when we asking and we're deferring to a man and you say, I don't know, that's a threat. That's a problem. Because I don't know either. Now you're forcing me to step into a level of understanding and planning, and I'm exhausted. And I don't even have the testosterone to back up my energy, to give me the energy to go forward, so I'm running on fumes. But you naturally have something that you don't want to use.
Yo, the ladies back there,
I'm sorry,
they are getting wet on the couch, yo. Yo, our audience members right now are feeling all of this. Getting mad annoying. Ooh,
yeah.
Oh my God. Calm your asses down. What is wrong with y'all? Thank you, Black.
I'm sorry, yeah.
Thank you, Black. Yo, what is up with y'all? Yo, calm down.
Definitely. This is why when I coach husbands and I ask husbands, what do you think your wife wants from you? He'll say the money, the bills to be paid, and after a few sessions I'll say, what do you now know that your wife wants from you? And you know what they all say? She wants me. And I'm like, yes, she wants you. And men find that hard to believe and what that presence gets to look like. So something as simple as a car ride that becomes trivial.
We fixing YouTube. It's
I don't
coming
see
back.
anything. It says video off.
It says we dark on YouTube. We coming back on YouTube. Video is off.
Should I press anything on the laptop for you? No, don't touch anything? Okay.
They said, what about what we want from them?
What do men want from women?
No, Pierre Benjamin said,
Where's the accountability
also,
for
what
women?
about what we want from them? Where's the accountability for women?
Oh, this is women's
That's big on our show. Women accountability
It's
is
terrible.
big on our show.
I rarely see a woman that's accountable. It's terrible.
Talk about it.
Yes,
That is
terrible.
big. That's big.
This is what I think when it comes to women and accountability and what women don't understand about men. One of the things is women talk a lot. We talk a lot.
Yes, y'all do.
And I don't think women
Yeah,
understand that men need a lot more silence to process. And men are reluctant to answer because if I give you the answer, the way that it occurs to me, you're going to hold me accountable to that, decide what I meant by it, and treat it like it's a fact, even if that's not what I meant. So I need extra time to process because I need to think about what answer I want to give to you that I want to be responsible for.
Right.
So for that, because we pressure men so much, we're just going to need men to, we need to give them more space. So when I have my partner and I ask him a question, and I do the same bullshit that other women do. It doesn't matter how much I study this shit. I don't know why we're like this.
You're wired that way.
I don't know. It's crazy. No matter what I read,
They're saying they need you as a therapist, Dr. Cassandra.
I got you.
They loving you right now.
No matter how much I read the shit, I'm like, yo, I'm doing the same fucking shit, yo. And it's crazy. So I'm like, what I do for my partner is like, I'll do this. Like, what's our 5-year plan? Like, what we're driving? Like, out of the fucking blue. And guys are like, what the fuck? I'm not even thinking about that shit right now. I don't have I don't know, right? And then she's like, what do you mean you don't know? You don't know where you're taking us? Like, it's a whole thing, right? If I have a question for my man, I'll, like, literally ask him a question and I'll just wait. To the point where it's, like, awkward silence. And he'll be like, oh, what happened? I was like, oh, I'm just waiting for you to respond. And he's like, oh, because guys don't even think that we're gonna listen. So they don't even like say anything. We just wait for us to fill the empty space with more words. So they just don't talk. So I have learned to like really be quiet for real. I think the best thing a woman could do. Oh, I'm gonna say something really nasty.
No, that's
is
not
shut
nasty.
up.
Talk about it. That's not nasty.
Because women don't like to hear that. Women don't like to hear the word "shut up." It sounds like a curse.
For me,
The best thing women can do sometimes
is be quiet.
Is shut up.
Yeah, just give him a second.
It used to be bad for me because the 3 rules for me was feed me, fuck me, and shut the fuck up. But it's not that anymore. I've learned to be a lot nicer about it. It's I will listen to you too, but you definitely are looking. I agree with you 100%. But you're looking for me to guide. Right. But you're
all the way.
Exactly. You are pinpointing everything that you feel like I'm doing wrong while you're asking me to do what it is that I'm doing. Terrible. That makes no sense to me.
Pierre Benjamin said the best woman award goes to.
Listen, I do the same thing. I do the same thing.
E in our audience wants to say something. E, go ahead.
First of all, I love Dr.
Oh, thank you.
We do too. We do too.
Shout out to the doctor.
Quick points.
Yes.
So for the accountability piece, I agree. And one thing that I tell people that I talk to is that when and I'm just being honest and transparent, when I'm angry, I do not articulate well.
Right, me neither.
So
definitely.
I don't have a problem giving you the apology that you're owed if I did something wrong.
Right.
But I don't want to do it in that moment because it's not going to be real.
Correct.
I need to really clean the whole thing out and be like, yo, I fucked up. I'm sorry. That's the apology you deserve.
Right.
But if I'm angry in the moment, you know how it's going to come out? The way it comes out with most women, which is resent, which is...
How you made me feel,
and then
what
the other
you did.
thing I would say, too, is the world holds men accountable. So I feel like men, they feel like women should hold themselves accountable because the world holds me accountable.
That's
You should hold yourself accountable.
That's
So I feel
100%.
that's true. With that,
That's a good point.
But I think with a lot of us, and I'll put myself in that because I'm guilty just like you said.
Of course.
A lot of times we don't want you to feel like our emotional state does not matter.
Yeah, facts.
Because all you want is the hard facts, right?
Yeah.
Which you deserve
Right.
as the man. You deserve that. But we still want to be able to express however we're feeling.
Yes.
You know? So as long as you do both honestly, you should be fine.
Yes, I agree.
I wanted to say real quick. We went offline real quick.
Yeah, we did.
We went offline real quick. So
did we lose that footage, or are we still good?
We definitely had a gap in the footage.
Oh yeah.
It's all good because it's all right.
Dr. Cassandra was talking her talk too.
No,
man.
hey man, listen.
It's recorded though.
No, it's
No.
not.
There's a gap.
You said the
missing.
screen went black. So anyway, if y'all on YouTube or Instagram,
We do apologize.
Please, we apologize. As we always tell y'all, is YouTube usually stays together, but YouTube actually went black today. First time in a long time. What's it called? Share this, please. I do want to keep the ball rolling.
Absolutely.
It's 7:21.
No, but this was great, man. This was great.
Yeah, you know
great
what I
topic,
bro. Question: since you're very knowledgeable on these topics and everything like that, do you feel that someone has self-esteem issues if they date somebody who is incarcerated or like physically inaccessible? Not like long distance relationship because you can always fly to somebody, but like let's use incarceration.
They in jail. They locked up.
Yeah, they in jail. Do you feel like someone who chooses to start a relationship with somebody who's in jail had low self-esteem?
I think so. I'm a little judgmental around that.
Why?
I think it's kind of odd. Right? Like I talked about what the purpose of a relationship is, right? It's to connect, right? And that seems like a little fabricated.
It's hard to connect with somebody who's going through a whole lot.
You're away. I can't really be around you. I can't get the body language. I can't hear the inflection in your voice. Like every time I'm on the phone with you, it's heightened emotions about what you need. I'm providing. Like I'm sending you stuff, right? Like it's not a really
Have you ever
authentic.
dated somebody incarcerated?
I have not.
If you were dating somebody for 3 years and they did something,
So something happened.
But the question the question that you originally asked was like, I'm thinking about the women who are like seeing like Prison Bay and they're like right in the head.
Okay.
Like that's what I'm thinking
That is
about.
the question. That is the question. I was moving the goalposts. My bad.
Yeah,
you
you did
always
move the
do. You always
goalposts.
do. You
Yeah, you
always
definitely
do.
did.
You always
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, so I think that's a little weird. You know what I'm saying? So
I respect that.
I question like, what is it that you're looking for, searching for, trying to fix in somebody else that you won't focus the time to fix in yourself? Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's hard to really get the ball rolling as far as a relationship.
I mean,
Me
would you?
personally, when I was in that situation, the girl who I was with left me, and it made sense. Like, yeah, I'm in jail, duh.
Right.
Leave. And I was seeing relationships.
No,
Like, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Hey, that was a hard thing for you to say.
I
That's
was seeing niggas in there get girls, and I'm like, who are these dumb girls? And what the fuck are y'all saying to them to get them to do this?
Yeah.
Why y'all are in here? Oh, you about to do 8 years and you just met this girl? And she
What?
sent you all this bread? Like, they're sending them bread. Like, it's not even just letters.
That's crazy.
Like, they're really like...
I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's
The only person who I actually ever thought about if I went to jail, I would worry about them seeing me was my mother. And my mom let me know, if you get locked up and they call me, I'm gonna be like,
I cannot.
she gonna pick up and be like, listen, that can't be my son, cause my son would never do nothing to go to jail, and she'd hang up.
Yo,
and no lie, I wouldn't.
Tough love, baby.
Like I really don't understand how women choose to start a relationship with somebody who's inaccessible, or you want to do conjugal visits, so you get married to somebody you barely know outside of the business.
That's crazy.
I used to mess with a girl who was dating a guy. It was different. She wasn't even dating him. She was sleeping with a guy who was from a different town from her, a town that she moved away from and whatnot. And this guy would never claim her as this shorty. He goes to jail. And now she's putting money in his commissary, all that different
Big
stuff.
girlfriend.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And
Big
yeah,
girlfriend.
Big girlfriend energy. Big girlfriend energy.
You know what I mean? So
Big girlfriend energy.
So now he's telling her how much he loves her. Yo, he realizes how much he loves her because she's the one that's there for him or whatever. One day I guess she notices that the log for him.
The log. I'm about to
She
ask.
notices that the log for him has another girl there that's doing the same thing. But that girl, she noticed that she was paying attention. She knows that the girl stopped coming. So she was the only girl doing this.
Yeah.
So she's thinking, I won. When he get out in 3 years,
Baby, he don't want you.
when he get out in 3 years, this is gonna be my nigga. And me, I was mad because I was like, yo, you don't want to fuck me for a nigga that's in jail. This is crazy. This is crazy.
You see what I'm talking about?
Toxic
You see what I'm talking about?
I wasn't mad. I was just mostly
You
like,
said you was tight.
I was tight. No, I wasn't tight at him. I wasn't tight that somebody else got the
Yeah.
poons. I was tight like, he's in fucking jail, stupid. Like, yeah, of course he loves you while he's in jail.
He said jail niggas be fucking poets. They be selling all kinds
Oh,
of
is that what it
drugs.
is?
Honey C also said, I feel like some women are easily manipulated. Do you feel like some women can easily be manipulated, or women, or there is a good chunk of women out there that can easily be manipulated?
It's the knight in shining armor shit for women.
He been fucking
Hold up,
jail.
wait. I feel like that's what it is. They feel like, yo,
He's still going hard about
Yeah.
that. And then chick, by the way, he's like, yo, she still chose that nigga.
I feel like that's what it is. They be like, yo,
I'm gonna finish my story.
I feel like Shorty is like, yo, I got him at his down.
At his
He's
down.
down
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
I have to be the one.
I'm
Like,
his
I'm
down
the
ass
only
chick,
one
I'm
left.
his ride or die.
He gotta love me after
Right.
this. He gotta love me
and that's
after
crazy.
this.
That's crazy.
stupid.
That is
That's
crazy.
stupid.
And that's not what it's gonna be.
Listen. So as I finish my story,
Yeah.
So 3 years happened. Nigga got out, smashed a couple times, and she went to town. She went back to the hometown where she's from, where he lived.
Where he's
and
at.
he had a girlfriend, and all of that.
And it was the girl that stopped sending the bread?
No, it was just another woman. And
I was like, this is going to turn into some Jerry Springer shit real
He
quick.
told her straight up, like, yo, like, you know, like, you help good looks for holding me down, but, like, you know, yo.
Oh my God.
What happened?
My fantasy draft.
Yeah.
It's a wrap. I'm gonna lose my money this
Oh
year.
no.
It's okay. He's gonna get the
It's
worst
okay,
players.
because you're doing a show. Keep in mind, which Rich said that you was going to forget.
Let's, I did say that.
He did say, I remember him specifically saying, yo, you're going to be doing
He's
a show
losing
at the
his
time,
mind.
bro. You know,
Now, I just feel like when I think about people in prison, this is what I think, right? Like, I remember I was watching something on Instagram, right? And a woman was talking about how she was one of those women that left a good man. And I'm listening to her, and I'm just like, wow, like, that's pretty big of her to, like, admit that. And then she says that the guy that she originally, you know, was with and left, and he passed away. I noticed something that people tend to do is that they immortalize people or they feel a certain, you know what I'm saying? Like when somebody's like distant or far away, you know what I'm saying? When you have that person who may have like gone off to war or whatever, like suddenly all the bad habits are gone, all the trauma doesn't exist. Like this person becomes like a monument in your heart. Like that's what I think about women with the prison thing. Like when I hear women talk about when they're in a current relationship and they're like, oh my ex-husband would have never, like my former husband would have never done that, he passed away. It's like, your husband is like a relic right now. Your ex that passed away. You cannot compare somebody who is dead, who can no longer hurt you, to the person that you're currently with. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when somebody's in prison, you don't have space or time to betray me, hurt me, you know what I'm saying, confuse me.
Betray you in jail.
Like, well, how do I see it?
I mean, you don't have to see it. When he
But-
get
said
back,
there's
and
a whole
got that
lot of
loose
butt
boot-
fucking
when he get back and he all he want to do is smash the ass
Nigga
sheets.
said there's a whole lot of butt fucking going on.
That's true though.
Listen,
I ain't going to hold you to that
listen.
one. That's a fact. But y'all feel what I'm saying? Like, it's not real.
Right.
It's
No,
like-
I completely,
My
I
team
definitely
kinda
agree with
fire,
you.
though.
All right,
You
and
gotta
it's
stay
black
focused,
focus,
boo.
man.
I'm
All
sorry.
right, so check it out. So I want to ask you one more. I have two more questions for you. Then I got my main question for you.
Okay.
This came about from blossoming behavior. My old coworker and old school partner in Kellenberg. We had a topic that I posted recently about where a woman, Chantel, one of our old hosts, stated that she's open to the idea of you being, as long as you're honest with her, it gives her the opportunity to make a decision about whether or not she'll allow you to sleep with someone else. Like she said, there's no point in us being married if we can't be 100% honest with each other.
And she
if
did
you see
mention
somebody that
Audrey
you
Wayne.
want to smash, you should be able to tell your partner, like, I ain't gonna lie, babe, I really want to fuck her. You know what I mean? And she's not saying it's definitely gonna be a pass.
yes, right.
But at least it can lead to a conversation. She's like, what if I'm handicapped? She gave mad different variables where it could be possible. You know what I mean? And blossoming behavior asked the question. She posed a question on one of the comments where it's like, it cut again?
Yeah.
It's that fucking phone, bro.
Go ask the question.
Yeah,
Terence.
sure, yeah. Somebody check that out. She posed a question of whether or not she was like, yeah, I'm appreciative that my partner is able to be honest with me, but at the same time, knowing that my partner wants to sleep with somebody else, though I may say no, he'll respect that. That's gonna change our relationship. It's gonna that's gonna hurt me. You know what I mean? To know that. You know what I mean? Like, yo, my partner literally kind of just asked me to get permission to fuck somebody else. Yes, I said no. Yes, he's respecting that. But she said that's still gonna affect me. You know what I mean? So it led me to ask the question of, do people really want their partner to be 100% honest with them?
No.
So your answer is no.
No.
You don't want your partner to be 100% honest with you.
I want to say that don't have me find out from anyone else, including me. Right?
For anything.
For anything. Meaning, right? Like, if it's to the point where you feel like it's getting there, then yeah, we need to talk about it because maybe there's a breakdown in the relationship. I am not that woman. I understand male behavior, right? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if my man said that he found somebody attractive, his dick got hard, or he thought about fucking her, or whatever the case is. I don't know that I would be completely offended by that because I get it, right? Like, you have like a biological response or whatever the case is.
I have that too.
I don't. I don't.
So you never seen a guy and was like, yo, he's sexy.
Well, I'm a demisexual. I'm weird.
Okay, you never seen it.
Wait.
She like,
What's a demisexual?
That's someone who cannot get like sexually aroused without emotional connection.
Oh.
So I've never like seen someone like off the rip, and never. It's never like
You have to know them.
Like
you
I
have
had
to-
a hard time in college and stuff like that, like talking to girls. Like, you know, I wasn't really vocal, but I was like, wow, like I've never had that experience. Like it was a long period of my time where I was just like, am I gay? Like I didn't know what my sexual orientation even was.
What is your sexual orientation?
I'm straight. It was a really hard time for me for like I want to say like
That's
a
very
decade of my
interesting.
life where I didn't know what I liked.
hold on,
I would have to say that's very rare.
hold on,
'cause-
let her finish answering the question. So you were saying that, so you wouldn't want that at all. You wouldn't want somebody to be honest with you in that sense. But you don't. If it's getting to the point where it's gonna be found out, you'd rather them be honest with you.
So what I'm hearing from the original question is like a man having a passive thought or an idea, right? Not necessarily he's going to act upon it, or is he saying he's going to act
asking
upon
for
it?
permission, pretty much.
He's asking for permission. I'm not that one, because before we get into the answer is always no.
The answer's
always no.
But now he was honest with you to tell you that he wanted to do that, right? Does that now? Because it was a 2-part question.
Yeah.
How does that affect your relationship now that like he's respecting that you said no, but you know that he wanted to do that? How did that affect your
I'm
relationship?
definitely gonna feel insecure. I'm gonna have a moment of insecurity because it's gonna be in the back of my head. What was it about her? What was it what was happening? Like, what was it? It's gonna be in my head because for me, of course, being a demisexual, right? So this is what the experience is of a demisexual for those who don't know. I cannot, and I do not experience like a sexual attraction. I've never had a one-night stand. Like, I cannot. Like, my body does not respond. Like, it don't even do nothing at all, right? So when I get into a relationship with someone, I can, so to make it plain, right? So you guys are understanding. If I had to go 2 to 5 years without sex, if I don't have a partner, I do not experience horniness. I don't experience a drive.
So you don't masturbate?
No.
Clearly.
I don't need to. If I do it, it's because I'm feeling I might want to, you know? I might want to, right? But like, do I feel like, damn, like I gotta get this nut out? Like, have not had that experience. Not since I was like maybe like 18, 19, 20, like at that time, then yes. But once I got like 24, something like it gradually faded to the point where I'm good without it. But when I form an emotional connection with somebody and I'm with them, I'm horny all day. It goes from 0 to 1,000.
Real quick.
Like that. So, right? It's hard
Rico
for me.
Jones said, "Chill, man." Yeah, I love you.
Yeah, if y'all in the chat, we lost a lot of y'all. Please send this out to a couple of y'all
Yeah, it
friends.
keeps pausing, man.
I really don't know.
The iPhone is.
Listen, I'm not.
But do you
gonna
feel
that
me
no
though?
more.
I saw you nodding your head a little bit.
I'm
I
moving my
mean,
galaxy from now.
you feel what I'm saying? Like it's hard for me. So if my man that I only want, right? Like I'm not attracted to Idris Elba. I'm not attracted to Morris Chestnut. Like I don't feel like when women.
Why you pick those two?
Because those are the things that black women talk
black
about
women
and be
are
like,
big
oh,
on it, yeah.
Morris Chestnut, oh, Idris. Like I don't feel it. You feel what I'm saying? Like they could be sitting right here, and I could be just like your regular men. We're cool. Like it's human.
You're attracted to men. It's just more so. It's attraction. It's not a sexual.
It doesn't get
attraction.
sexual. The sexual part has to come with it. Like I have to get to the emotional part for it to rev up.
For it to
rev
But
up.
when it rev up,
It's up.
It's
It's up and it's stuck.
Alright.
It's up and it's stuck.
So now,
So for me, asking that question to somebody like me on a personal level, you're asking a demisexual, right? Who has a hard time wanting to have sex with anybody. I have this man. You're the only man that I want touching me, and you're telling me that you want to be with somebody else. I can't relate to
That'll
that.
crush you.
That will crush my soul.
okay.
Right? You feel
Rico
what I'm saying?
Jones said you gotta have a celebrity
That's
crush.
how I- yeah.
Come
The
on.
last celebrity crush I had was Leonardo DiCaprio in the Titanic.
She said
That's
she
like
was like 18.
98.
18,
Yeah,
19.
that's
That
younger
was
than
my
that.
last.
That's younger than that.
That's
That's
my
crazy.
last crush.
Wow.
I don't know why it happened and how it
I don't
happened.
really
but
have. I don't really have
found,
celebrity crushes like that. Neither.
I found like other demisexuals, so I don't feel so bad.
I have Instagram influencers.
I got some.
I told my wife if I ever
Who
come
was it?
across Neil Long, it's over.
Neil Long?
I'm gonna see. If she throw me the box, I'm sorry.
Yeah, who's just
Rihanna and Shantia. It's
Okay.
like both of them.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It's just probably some girl on Instagram. I wouldn't even give a name.
I'm done.
I know what it
I'm
is.
surprised.
I'm not gonna say
This
the
nigga
name.
said
I was
some
waiting
girl
for,
on
I was waiting for
Instagram.
Megan Good. That's what I was waiting to hear. Because I think Megan Good is pretty.
Megan Good
Megan's
is cute,
cool.
but she's not like.
I like Maya. Maya was fire, but
Maya
A
was
lot of
fire.
people like her. Like, I
Maya's
just feel like
fire.
it's
Maya was.
Huh?
You know who's underrated
Aaliyah,
fire?
oh my God.
Ashanti's
Ashanti's
fire.
underrated fire.
And she
Yeah.
clearly, no,
She wasn't fire like that back then.
because she had the
Was
she had the
Was
sideburns.
She was a wolf. She know.
She had the same thing.
The sideburns.
You fuck about the sideburns
touch
out
my
here,
head,
bro.
You, me, touch my head. That's how she used to perform. I forgot which comedian said that shit, but it was true. I was like, yo, where she does perform like that? She'd be like, baby. But no, but on some shit, Jerry,
Yeah,
I want to ask you,
But I want to hear from them. Though.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's what
I was like, I want to know.
time went on.
I'm sorry.
She's good. She's
I'm
good. She's like, yo. What are we I know hearing? this
Yeah,
shit.
all right. Yeah, I'm about to ask you.
Okay.
Do you genuinely want your partner to be 100% honest with you about everything?
Yes.
Yes.
I would. Yes.
You want to know everything.
I would. I mean, if you want to be 100% honest with me, yes. Only because half the time, like I told you guys, like I'm big on saying, yo, you know, you like a little bit of toxicity, or you into some weird. Like, don't make it seem like I'm crazy for saying that I know everybody has their weird quirks and some
And
shit
you're
that they don't
willing to
want to
accept
tell nobody. Right, and it doesn't make you any less of a human to me, or any less of a person that I'm attracted to. But I just know for a fact, that it is what it is. So don't try to act like you're different.
Right.
I don't want, like my wife used to try to be like, no, I'm different. I'm like, babe, I get it, but you like some shit that's weird too, and you got to keep it funky with me.
If Instagram cuts again, we're not gonna put y'all back on.
Yeah.
Go on YouTube. Keep in mind podcast on YouTube.
Yes,
Go on
please.
YouTube. If it cuts
Yes.
again, I'm letting y'all know. Go
Please.
on YouTube, please.
We're not gonna put it back up
If you
and all
comment on there, the comments show up just like Instagram.
The same.
I worked really hard on that, and I'm mad we haven't been using that shit. So I'm just letting y'all know. All right. Anyway, Black. How do you feel about that?
I'm kind of sort of on your wave, but if you
But everything?
if you don't tell me everything, I'm okay with it.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
need to know everything, but if
Right.
you tell me, I'm gonna take it on the chin. But
I'm gonna have to.
you don't have to. You don't
Yeah,
have to.
you don't have to tell me
If
everything.
you think
You're right.
I might not want to hear it,
Don't tell me.
Don't tell me.
fucking
Right.
tell
Or
me.
it's gonna
I'm
change
not-
our
don't
shit.
tell me.
I'm not gonna
Right.
lie to you. As I've grown older, I'm not gonna lie to you. Y'all asked earlier, do I want to know? I don't want to know. To be honest with you, I'm on the same wave as you. I really don't go looking for shit.
Right.
I don't go looking for shit. I live a life of this is I'm
Right.
looking forward.
I don't
we
do
moving
detective
forward.
shit.
I'm not
doing it.
listen.
Yeah, Rich is definitely not.
I don't want to go
not
through your
down for all
phone.
that
I don't want to go
work.
through. If you feel like you need to go through my phone, we shouldn't be together anymore.
Exactly. I agree.
Because when I have
plenty of
when I
times.
start having those type of thoughts,
Exactly.
it consumes me.
It does.
You know what I mean? That's why I said when she said that whole it changes your neuropathy. I agree with her because when you start thinking I need to look through my partner's phone,
I'm not doing
your
it.
whole relationship is fucked, bro.
Yeah.
It's fucked. Like I don't wait where they phone go off. You like, oh, who that?
Right.
See them smiling on their phone.
Yeah.
They
Isn't that
looking at
funny?
a meme. Yeah.
What's so funny? I don't
Fucking so
You
funny.
don't laugh
I'm right
like that
here.
with me? What's the feeling?
Why you so
My,
happy?
Yeah.
my partner
Who the
told me, he
fuck
was like,
made you
yo,
laugh like
my
that?
partner
Look who's
told
in
me-
the comedians.
My partner told me, he was like, for him, it's not even the sex, it's the fucking giggles. What the fuck you giggling at? What's so funny?
Who the fuck making you laugh?
Right.
If I
Make you
listen,
giggle.
I make you laugh, nigga. Fuck you talking about?
you can make her giggle. You can make her booty jiggle.
I'm telling
Ooh, that's the line right there. That's
Who
the
said that
line.
again?
Gilly the Kid.
Gilly again.
Shout out to
If you
Gilly.
can make a giggle,
You can
You
make
can
a
make
booty
booty
jiggle.
Facts.
it's a fact. Listen.
Shout out
The key
to
to
you,
any
Gilly,
woman
man.
is
It's
laughter.
laughing.
They always say it's food. No,
No, it's the laughing.
You make her laugh. She be like,
Yeah.
yo, listen. You get a girl to laugh two times real hard at a
You
good
be
joke.
like this. You be like,
Gotcha.
gotcha.
The mo-
Gotcha.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now. When I went there a long time ago, long time ago. When I used to date, if I get 2 knee slaps, I'm fucking. Like I don't care when if I go. I'm fucking her. I'm fucking her.
If I'm out,
I am fucking you.
If I'm out and the girl touch my shoulder like
Oh.
this 2 times, you touch my shoulders 2
I'm
times.
fucking you.
Guess what?
We are fucking. Let's
Guess what?
Yo, y'all
stop
got me
it.
dead right now.
That is the truth. That is the truth. Because there's no a woman definitely doesn't go out of her way to have physical contact unless she is very interested in you.
Yeah, shout out to our YouTube. Shout out to everybody who went to YouTube because we definitely got 11 people on YouTube.
Yeah, thank y'all, man. Thank you guys, man. Definitely holler at us on YouTube, bro.
Hold on. Miss Shannon Nelson said, "Nah, my group chat with my best friends be having me dying." What's
What be in your group chat?
Yeah, because they be talking about all the shits.
Listen.
All the shits.
Yo, listen. Girls flirt so funny. It's subtle.
It's insane, bro.
It's subtle, but it's there.
What's the experience like? I'm curious.
Oh, okay. For me, I will say in 2022, girls are a lot more bold.
Yes.
Yeah.
And a lot more bold to the point where sometimes I'm just kind of like
taken aback.
Yeah, like not that they were too aggressive. It's just more so like we were at a party.
Mm-hmm.
I'm walking through the party. A girl sees that Jerry's with me, grabs Jerry. This is last summer. Last summer actually.
This was at a Soca Fest.
A Soca Fest.
2020.
2021, bro. Girl grabs Jerry and goes, "Is that your friend?" I want him.
Straight up.
Just like that.
Straight up.
And I'm like,
to me, I was like, oh, so go get him.
When she does that, I try to give it the podcast just started. I try to give it a podcast information. She's like, "No, I want your page." I'm like, mind you, I don't holler at girls at parties.
Right.
To me, it's a waste of time. Black,
I didn't say nothing. Let me fix it. I'm fine. I didn't say nothing.
Yo, y'all be getting on me. I didn't let him finish. Go ahead.
Yeah. I think the live cut again.
No, it didn't.
No, it didn't. It didn't.
Wait,
I didn't say anything.
Black.
Huh? I didn't say anything.
Hold on, Jerry, you've been with me. Do I holler at girls at parties like that?
No. He's usually just dancing, having a good time.
Somebody will grabbing your motherfucking hat, bitch.
Listen, but he knows you way longer than I've known you, bro.
Yeah,
so I can't.
That's why I don't like. He's thinking about old shit.
Oh, okay, that's what I'm
Yo,
like.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I stopped hollering at girls. I stopped hollering at girls at parties from the time that I started leaving. I stopped leaving.
Not say a word.
Shut up.
Thank you.
Listen. From the time I started leaving my neighborhood. Like Brooklyn. Damn it! You're right. I am. Shit.
What happened?
I like to justify shit.
All the time.
I'm not gonna pay attention to him. Anyway,
there you go.
So anyway, as I was saying,
she want you. So girls are more bold.
Girls are more bold.
So you guys are saying like girls that flirt. It's like, what's the experience around? Is it uncomfortable? Like
it's not uncomfortable. It's not
We
uncomfortable.
spoke about this on the show. I do like. I'm not okay with. I am okay with girls approaching me, but just the way you approach me.
It's not even about approach.
Don't approach me and be like, "Yo, I see your dick print from across the room." Like approach me in a way where you even make me feel like I'm approaching you.
Right.
But still approach me if you understand what I'm saying.
So you feel like the reciprocity, like the way that women want to be respected. It's like, why can you come and talk to me vulgar, but I can't come to you like that?
No, what he's saying is that he more so wants you to open the door for him to understand that you want him to holler. He doesn't really want you to holler.
Because he has to. We have to be the one.
I know.
You can make it feel like the bitch kind of thing, like that.
I'm okay with you. I'm okay with you hollering. Like I can get the cue. I can get the cue. Like, oh, she wants to talk.
And I'll take the lead after that.
Okay,
let me take the lead.
Okay, so you don't want like you feel like she's sunning you.
Don't sun me.
Got you.
Erica, go ahead.
Don't sun me.
What I agree with Courtney, it's called dropping the handkerchief.
Right.
So you're just signaling to the male that you're interested without being overly aggressive.
Signaling to him. Yeah,
right.
Definitely.
Yeah, pick shit up around me, bro.
Yeah.
Like drop shit around me and pick it up.
Yeah.
And let him pick it up.
Yeah, that's
But
yeah,
really
facts. Yeah.
Dropping the handkerchief and letting him.
I do
he's
think
a hunter naturally. So
right.
Why are you hunting a hunter? That's gonna turn him off.
I agree. Like I've heard of stories from men that tell me like girls will grab their dick. Can we curse? We can curse, right?
Yeah. You good?
I'm cursing. Like they grab their dick, and I'm like, are you serious?
Wow.
And I'm like, how you feel
Don't do that.
Yeah, like why
Don't
you
do
grab?
that.
And they tell me it's always the big bitches that do it.
I'm not gonna lie. In Vegas, it was a group of big bitches that tried to rip my clothes off.
That's true. That is very true.
Big
That is
bitches.
very true. They were trying to strip this man.
Once you said, I said,
Yo, yeah, it was the big women that was trying to pull down his pants.
I felt violated.
It was crazy.
Yeah,
If I-
It was
that's
crazy.
what I heard.
If me and my
I hope that I said it.
if
I
me and
hope
my
that I
niggas
said
did
it.
that to a
That's
chick in Vegas,
Yeah.
we went to jail.
Why
went
you
to
going
jail.
to jail?
we went to jail.
And I'm like, really? And they're like, yo, like they mad
Right now.
bold.
Ruby the Third said, "Rich, tell these people how smooth I am with it."
What do you mean?
Ruby the Third.
Ruby the Third
as
said,
far as flirting.
I have to
Okay,
wait
okay,
to
like-
approach when I'm out. And not any man, the one I
"Oh,
want.
Tanya the CEO says I have a way to get me to approach when I'm out, and not any man, the one I want."
I know that's right. You better say it, girl.
Listen. I genuinely feel like as far as flirting, I genuinely feel like as far as flirting, my
Yeah.
experience has been the type of flirting I like is like, and like don't laugh if I'm not actually being funny.
Right.
Cause
Yo, what kind of toxic shit is that, bro?
That's not toxic,
What,
that's true.
what do you mean you're not trying to be funny? Like you?
No, he said don't
Cause
laugh.
some girls will try to go super hard.
Oh,
I'll be like, yo,
I
this
was
guy's
like-
doing
I'm like, cause you
You're
joke
so funny.
around, bro. If he's like,
No.
yo, that wasn't a
he
funny
said,
joke.
yeah.
Don't laugh at my non-funny
No,
joke.
no.
Like, what the fuck?
No, but I'm just saying,
He's
don't
like, don't
go,
like
don't
fall-
go, yeah,
like,
don't
fake.
make it fake.
Yeah.
Don't make it
yeah.
fake.
That's fake. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's fake.
But at the same time, it's like I know when a girl's flirting with me a little bit when I'll say something that is quippy or whatever, and they'll chuckle a little harder than somebody else. You know what I
Right.
mean? And it's not because it wasn't actually funny. It's just more so they're paying more attention.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're paying
They're
more
listening
attention
to what
everybody
you
else.
say.
than everybody
Yeah,
else.
than
You know what I
everybody
mean?
else.
I'll pick up on stuff like that. You know what I mean? But the whole idea of where a woman like Black said, well, a woman comes and tells me like, yo, damn, like
So your dick perk from across
yeah,
the room. That's wild.
that's
Wow.
wild. That's crazy.
Wow.
That's wild.
I've had girls approach me and say, yo, I love your smile. That works.
That's fine.
That
That's okay.
works.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That
That's
works.
okay. Yeah, that's
Right.
always
You know what I
a-
mean?
that's
That
always a
works.
good look.
Stuff like that works.
So
You know
what happens to you? What happens for you as a man when you hear like a woman is like sexualizing you like that?
Honestly, it doesn't lead to me
It just
turning. It doesn't turn me
It
on.
doesn't turn me on.
Yeah, it's not a
It doesn't
turn
turn
on.
me on.
It's more like calm down. Like yo,
If we
fuck
were
it.
already had that relationship where we fucking and you hit me up like, yo, I want that dick.
Oh, I'm definitely
That-
saying some shit.
That,
like
no, that's
that.
different.
That's
That's
different.
different. That's
Texting it.
different. That's
That's
different.
I need you to hide that shit.
Yeah, that's completely different.
Yeah.
That's completely different.
Yeah.
But if you're just a girl, I'm at a party, and we dancing, and there's no vibe that gives you where it's hot and heavy, where you're gonna turn around and just grab my dick.
You're
I'm gonna be like, what the fuck, like.
Yo, bro,
That's-
nah,
that's
you're right.
wild.
I'm automatically gonna think that.
I've honestly heard a girl go up to a dude and say, "My mama raised a hoe."
Oh.
And I was,
I've heard that
yo,
too.
I was
Are
like,
you
what the?
serious?
I've
Yeah,
heard
my
that too.
mama raised a
More than
hoe, and I
one
was just
time.
like, what the
I
fuck?
think they got it from like a song or something.
The song, yeah,
think
yeah,
it was like a
yeah.
song or
Show them
something.
that your
They were-
mama raised a hoe. I was
Yeah,
like,
they've
what
been
the fuck?
saying that. Yeah.
What's
Yo, the shit is crazy. And I was like, oh, how can you even say that
what
shit?
the curriculum is.
Yo.
But anyway,
What?
it's about to hit 8 o'clock, so I do want to have a couple questions for you.
Yes.
Young lady, would you eat a nigga's ass?
No.
Why not?
She said that she doesn't give or she
Hold on,
doesn't
stop,
do
stop,
the fucking.
let's-
I was paying attention. I was paying attention.
Right.
Yeah.
Why not?
That's a lot. for
Why?
me,
Why
I
is
feel.
that?
So let me preface it by saying this. Like, it's a lot.
But would you enjoy having?
Oh no!
that done to
Wait,
you?
wait. I still want to
I
understand
don't- I
why.
actually don't.
Why, no, that's great.
Well, that's
but-
it gives you more insight.
but yeah, word. Give it a Arsenio hole. Woof, woof, woof,
Oh, here we go.
To
No,
me,
I want to know
it-
why.
Here we
What is
go.
it about a man getting his ass eaten that you wouldn't care for it to do?
When I think of an ass being eaten, right, it has nothing to do with like, is he being effeminate, anything like that. To me, that's just like your poop shoot. That's like dookie come out of there.
So you would know ass play.
I don't for a guy, no.
Would
And
you
like,
let a guy fuck you in the ass?
honestly,
Yes.
okay.
He's like, yes.
Okay,
He
if
was
I'm
too
gonna keep it 100, I'm gonna keep it 100.
Keep it a
I'll
buck.
say this, right? I'm more of the type of person that's about experiences. I would not initiate ass eating, but if my man was curious about it, I'd be more inclined to do it because he's curious about it. He wants
eat
the
his ass.
experience. Yes.
So
No,
alright.
no.
She said
Yes.
he
Yes.
hit that.
Yes.
Yes.
No. Don't. She said
Yes.
it. She's right. She's right.
Yes, I would be more inclined to do it if that's what he wanted to experience. because I feel like I would at least try it once to know whether or not I feel actually comfortable with it, or is it society that is making me feel uncomfortable with it.
So all right, let's
That's dope.
I'm gonna try something different.
Thankfully,
I'm
I
gonna try
have
something
not
different.
had a man.
I'm gonna try something different right now. I'm gonna try something
Yes.
different. All right, you've been with a guy for about
Shit,
2 years.
Yes.
When he do this right here.
He's ready.
You've been with a guy for about 2 years.
Yes.
Y'all get home.
Yes.
Y'all been having conversations where he's like, yo, I watched the video though. Like, from me, like good month straight. He been letting you know he watched the video where a dude was getting his ass in. Shit look crazy. He heard this G spot there. He been dropping hints and hints and hints and hints.
I would have already asked him, is that what you want?
Okay, great. He's like, yo, I don't know. That shit sound look kind of
Maybe.
interesting. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Then y'all going out to dinner one night. He let you know like, I cleaned up, shaved. Cause you said
cleaned
she said she wants communication.
Right.
So I'm giving you communication.
Yeah.
He's been dropping hints now. This night he's letting you know like, I cleaned the area.
I'm not gonna eat no dinner tonight.
Not tonight is about you. I'm just gonna have some drinks.
Right. I'm gonna keep it light.
I'm gonna keep it
I'm
real.
not eating no beef burritos.
No,
We're not doing no Mexican food,
Right.
boy.
None of that tonight.
And he's like, yo, I'd like to try that tonight.
Yeah. The answer is yes.
The answer is yes.
Yeah. For my
That's-
man,
All right.
like he's my man.
Your man.
I mean,
The answer is
So,
yes.
so now, in what position would you feel comfortable doing this where it wouldn't like make him look effeminate to you or anything
He
like
would
that?
never be effeminate to me.
So if he bent over like this,
He would never be effeminate to me.
imagine
He would
even
never.
Did that and went like this.
Yeah, that's what I'm mad at. He did his bed. I'm not there.
You
not
man,
back at
you
the-
man do the whole
Thank you. I'm not mad because he
He's
bent.
just a bully, yo.
Thank you.
listen.
Yo.
You're not bullies.
Yo.
Listen.
Yo.
It's part of the show. It's okay with me. Listen,
Y'all
I'm
are
alright.
Hey, Jay Bezos said, hey, yo.
Yo.
I would
Not
rather.
because it wasn't the bed.
My
It was
man
the
said,
Yes, you're wilding me.
I'm sorry.
Yo.
It's the way he's doing it.
I don't mind.
Yo, that
All
was
right.
crazy,
I'm gonna be
bro.
honest with y'all, right? I would rather say no, right? Because public and
Right,
everything like that, there's a
100%,
lot of
100%.
like, you know what I'm saying? But if you guys are asking me on the show to be 100% honest, I feel like in a relationship, I don't like the word no.
Is there anything that's off limits to you?
Another person, another partner, another.
No threesomes.
I'm not. That is my boundary. Because I
Nobody
know,
else.
Because I know what my personal insecurities or what it make me feel like, and I'm not gonna lie to somebody who's gonna put me in a situation not knowing how it's gonna affect me.
You know what's so funny? I got a friend, right?
Yeah.
He says he only dates ugly girls because he cannot be with a pretty woman because of his insecurities.
I get that. My ex,
That's
I was
crazy.
married before, and my ex-husband would swear that every time we went somewhere that everybody wanted me, and I'm like, okay, I think I'm a pretty woman,
You're very.
but
Yo, I love this man. Very. That was smooth as hell, boy. That was immediately after she said very. Very. Yes.
But it would be wild, right, to believe that every man wants me. Every man, like that's crazy. Like that's a lot, and it was a lot of.
That's crazy.
That's a lot of pressure, right? For me to not smile. Don't smile too much. Don't do too much. Don't. You know what I'm saying? Like we were like really into church and everything like that. So it's like, oh, you got a lust demon, because guys be trying to holler at you, and it was really uncomfortable. You feel what I'm saying? So like. Yeah, it was a lot,
That's a lot.
right? It's a lot, right? So what?
For something you can do nothing about.
I can't do
like,
anything
you
about.
just-
I can't do anything about that. I'm not
You
doing
was
anything.
blessed.
So I've learned, right, to like have a resting bitch face kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like putting somebody in a situation where they feel like they can't be their most authentic self.
Got you.
Right? I'm gonna be authentically honest to say I don't want other people in the room. I don't, because sex to me is sacred. I feel like in a relationship, if my man asks me for something, or if my man says, yo, I see that dress, I'm buying that dress today. He don't have to know I'm buying it. I'm like, oh, you like that dress? Okay, I'm getting it. You said that you want to have an experience. You just saying it, you wouldn't have to even ask. I'm going to ask you, is that what you'd like to try? Oh, well, I don't want you to judge me. I'm not going to judge you. Is that what you want? This is what I would need. I would want to make sure you're super clean. Like, I'm not 100% comfortable with it, but we could get into it. And I'm not gonna do it in a way where I'm uncomfortable. I'm gonna get into it. If we're being 100% honest, because if I'm asking you to be monogamous, and I'm asking you to just be me, it's my responsibility to consider your sexual appetite, needs, desires, curiosities. You know what I'm saying? As long as you can respect the boundaries. The boundary is I don't want another woman or man in our bedroom, in our sex life. That's my boundary. Okay. So everything else is open. And animals, like no animals. Like, I just want to be clear.
Nothing else.
Like nobody, just us two. That's it.
Besides that,
yeah.
What is your biggest pet peeve when you date men? What is your biggest pet peeve in a man?
In a relationship, or
I would say emotional instability.
In what sense?
Not being able to process, like going from 0 to 1,000, like the anger. You know what I'm saying? Something frustrating you, not being able to like express it. That's a big pet peeve for me. It's like it's painful.
So you like people that can talk shit out?
Yeah, like talk it out. You know what I'm saying? Like talk it out. Yeah.
I could do that.
Yeah. I find that to be like really hard. Like I want to be a woman in a relationship. Like I'm a masculine woman. I'm not a feminine woman. You know what I'm saying? I have masculine energy. I'm a business woman. Like I'm a go-getter. I'm oriented and so on and so forth. But I want to be soft with the man.
With your husband.
Like yeah, with any man, right?
Hey.
Like I'm around you guys. I'm gonna be soft, right? Like I'm not finna be picking stuff up or whatever. Like I hate to say it like this, but it's like I know my place in a sense. I thrive off men feeling like men. That makes me feel good.
Don't hate to say it like that.
Yeah,
Don't hate to say it like
Don't
that.
hate to say
That's
it like
really
that.
what it is.
Yo,
Don't hate to say it like that.
Don't hate to say it like that.
I genuinely feel like society has changed a lot of women with this whole feminine movement, the feminist movement.
Yeah.
Where it's like
it's terrible.
It's fucked me up a lot.
Yeah,
honestly.
like,
How does it fuck you up?
Y'all can be women. Y'all
Right.
can be women, and being a woman is not in the sense of you don't have a say in stuff.
Right.
It's more so.
It's influence over anything else.
Listen. More wars and more stuff have happened over women than anything else. So to think that y'all don't influence stuff is stupid. It's stupid. Yeah, like you said, there's times when you need to speak and times when you need to be shut up. It works for men the same way. It works for men the same way. But a lot of the times, because of the world set up as a patriarchy nowadays, it makes more sense that like men are talking a lot.
Yeah.
But a lot of shit that is happening is because of women.
Yeah.
Very true.
It's true.
I was saying
Bro,
it fucks me up. It fucks me up a lot because, you know, like especially growing up and learning about the whole feminist movement and you know women trying to be equals, fuck me up to the point where I have to think about. I'm like, I guess I shouldn't open your door. I shouldn't pick that up for you because you can do it on your own. You could do it on your own. And I'm not gonna lie, my wife is not a fan of that. Like she's definitely like, no, like I definitely want you to do that. And I'm not saying I don't. I'm not gonna say I don't, but I do. I do. But I do go.
I never seen her open the door. Never.
Yo.
I do say to myself, like, nah, she could open her own door. Like she's independent enough to be able to do it, and that fucks me up because you know my wife is actively saying I don't want to be that independent woman with you, but it's fucked me up society wise that I'm just like I'm thinking that's automatically what you already thinking before you even get into it. So it's fucked me up that way.
Women have too many fucking rules. And it's competing against everything, and it's fucking wild. I'll never forget. I was with a bunch of people, and this guy went to open a door, right? And she was like, "Don't open the door. I can open myself." And he was like, "Yo, my bad. Okay, cool." And I was like, "Speak for yourself. You gonna eat those words?" And I'm like, y'all don't realize men take cues quickly, and they don't question it. Unlike us, right? I'm just saying.
You're like, all right. You
wanna act like a nigga? I will treat you like a nigga.
Real quick.
Go for it. Do you, ma? Listen, I don't care. I'm not.
Now you can get in a fight, and I'm gonna be like, listen.
Yo, I'm not here.
I'm not here to prove
you wrong. Yeah.
Stick and move.
Oh, stick and move. You that nigga? You that nigga?
Go for it. Yeah, go for it.
You better stick and move.
I used to be like that too. I used to be like that hard. But look, this is what for me. Even though like my dad was around, I did grow up with my mother. So being with, I don't have any brothers. So when we had groceries or heavy things or like furniture to move and carry, we was doing it. We didn't have a man around to do it. So it took me a while to like get used to understanding that a man helping is a good thing. You feel what I'm saying? It was difficult. Wow. But when I started to learn how men and women are different, I became more open to the idea of it. You understand what I'm saying? So I just feel like, again, like, people need to kind of, like, respect the position and the place of a man and the position and place of a woman. Like, I don't see myself as subservient to a man, but I believe, I'm a Christian, and I do believe what the Word of God says. It says that the woman is the weaker vessel, and that it says, husbands, you ought to love and understand your wives, for she is the weaker vessel. Want me to give you my cash app?
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? We are the weaker vessel. That's a tall order for a man. You're asking the husband. It doesn't say wives understand your husbands. It says husbands understand your wives, so she's the weaker vessel. Isn't that true? We're supposed to understand the ones that we're supposed to serve in a capacity because they don't have it to provide for themselves. You understand?
Speaking on that, we supposed to end the show, but you said some dope shit, so I want to respond to that.
Yes.
I forgot what podcast it was. Fuck. But damn, I want to shout him out. But on another podcast, I've got to do with the dreads. He said men often bring up their logic when a woman tells them about how they feel.
Stefan speaks.
Stefan speaks. As Stefan speaks. He said men often bring up their logic,
Yes.
and we've definitely done this before, Black.
100%.
Where we bring up our logic when a woman telling you how they feel.
That's big.
And we don't listen. You mentioned this early on the show that you're not hearing her.
Yeah.
And I'll admit, I get, when a woman is telling me about how they feel when I'm thinking about facts, I get lost.
Yes.
I get lost.
I completely
I
get
tell
I-
them all the time, when you're talking to him, please do not say this phrase. If there's any phrase, please don't say this phrase. Do not say, that don't make no sense.
Men shouldn't say that.
We shouldn't say
Yeah,
that.
do
But
not.
yo, I had a
But
girl.
it don't make no sense.
But I had a
Damn,
girl.
I say that all the fucking
But
time.
I had a girl tell me one
That's
time.
a curse word.
I say
I
that
had a
all
girl
the time.
tell me one time, like, she's telling me her problems, and I'm giving her solutions.
Mm-hmm.
And she's telling me I don't want solutions.
I just want you to listen.
Yes, she told me straight
You
up.
saw what she just did.
Yeah.
Don't bore me.
Yo, like, she's giving me the problem. I'm like, nah, so do this.
So do this.
And do this.
Honestly,
Can
She's
I
like, yo,
support y'all with
listen.
I
that?
won't say this though. I will say this. That's toxic as hell.
She,
No.
she told me straight
It's
up.
like, here,
yo,
take all my
No, can I give
emotional
you-
baggage and don't say
give you
shit.
the-
Dump it on me.
Can I give you the antidote to, like, bridge the gap? Ask her, so what do you think some of your options are on how you want to deal with this?
Okay.
Nah,
So you have her.
What do you
I
think?
don't do that. What I usually be like, damn, because I learned not to. I learned not to give them solutions.
Not to give
but
them
I didn't know what to
solutions.
do. So I just be like, damn,
Damn,
that's
that's
crazy.
That's crazy.
Yo, that's crazy.
Be like,
No.
what? She
Yo,
did
Keisha
what?
did what?
I
Oh,
need
that
that.
bitch is crazy.
Yes, I need that.
And it-
Yes.
sometimes you say the wrong bitch is crazy. They be like, no, that's my friend. Be like,
Oh, my bad. No.
That's my man. No, you're not listening. That's my people's. I'm talking about her.
so why she do that? No. She did that, but she knew what she was doing. That's my nigga.
Yo, no lie, I need that shit.
Yo, that's no lie.
My homegirl, she's like, we're
no lie.
both very, like, we're birds, we're ratchet, we're
Right,
classy,
right.
we're spiritual, like, it's everything.
Everything.
Like, I'm like, nobody could box me in. I'm Christian, I love the Lord or whatever, but I am who I am. You feel what I'm saying? And I was talking to her about something, and she was like, I was like, bitch, I need you to get ratchet. She was like, what the fuck this nigga did? And I was like, I need that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need.
The whole mouth and
Yes, I
everything,
need-
bro. I need that
One
shit.
thing-
but
listen.
that shit, but yo, us men, we don't do any of
don't-
that,
we
bro.
on our 66
Like, we don't
I'm about
do
to say
any of
I
that
was about-
shit, bro.
We're on our 66th episode, and I realized women are way more toxic than us.
I'm telling you,
Y'all
I had
are.
a
Y'all
Yo, we
are.
don't do
shit.
any of
Y'all
that
are.
shit. Like we will
Y'all-
have a
y'all-
crazy
y'all are.
day,
Y'all are.
and we'll come home, and I could come home and play some Destiny, and I don't need to tell you shit.
I'm
I don't
good.
need to tell you nothing
Yo,
about what
listen,
happened.
Listen.
At
That's
all.
all- that's
At
for
all.
me.
It'll come up on some
random shit.
Random
Yeah,
shit.
that day was
we should have
crazy.
been being
You
yo,
have
what happened that
people with
day?
your wife?
Yeah, even with my wife, like I've learned that I
Nah,
need.
my man be gossiping with me.
I've learned that I need to do that, and so I'll come in with a story and be like,
I
"Yo,
be like,
guess what happened?" But I
what?
don't naturally want to do that.
I understand
That's
that.
not something I care to do at all. Gossip for me,
Yeah.
it does not. I don't have any. It doesn't give me anything.
Gratification.
Doesn't do anything.
When I get off of work, I call my person when I get off of work, and she be like, "How was your day?" It was
It was
cool.
good.
I was chilling. That's my answer
Every
every day.
time.
And when I say, "How was your day?"
The rundown.
Until I get
Let
home
me
from work,
tell you.
I got a 35-minute ride home from work.
So
I'm hearing about this
the
day.
flowers with the sandals.
I'm
it has
hearing
nothing to
about
do with
this
the
day.
whole story. It's
My
like
every day was like it was a regular day. I'm chilling. I'm hearing about that
You
day.
know-
During
you know-
my ride home from work.
you want to know why that is biologically? So they say like men are hunters and women are gatherers, right? So when you're hunting, are you quiet or do you talk a lot?
Quiet.
Quiet.
You gotta be.
Because to be
That's
able
also,
to,
that's also why we got better eyelashes than females, just to let you know.
I believe that.
Because we need to protect our eyes while we running through them shits.
I believe that. I
didn't know
believe that.
That's crazy.
And as a gatherer, you do that in community, and that requires communication. So men are naturally more, so when society says like, oh, men don't talk a lot, men don't express their emotions because society tells men not to feel, that's not true. It's actually biologically, y'all are wired in such a way that that's not really the need. It really isn't. It really isn't. That's
Talk
why.
about it.
That's why. Like I'm in the process of redesigning what therapy and therapeutic measures get to look like for men that is more physical than communicative. Because we want men in therapy to talk, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But I think that is modeled for women, and it's not necessarily modeled for men. You feel what I'm saying? Because your biology, testosterone, everything that points to how y'all move and work and things like that is more on a physical plane, more muscular, things of that nature. Strength, confidence is massive, huge for men. You feel what I'm saying? So like,
I like that you did this.
Yeah,
Man,
you have to.
I felt my
Had to.
pecs kind of shine.
I want to ask you. I have two questions.
Yeah, we gotta get. We gotta
Oh,
get
yeah,
the
yeah,
questions
yeah,
on
yeah,
2
yeah.
hours.
I had a
It's a great
secret. I had a
episode,
secret.
by the
I had a
way.
secret. I had a
Amazing.
secret question.
A secret question?
Yeah, but before I ask my secret question,
Okay.
the secret question is not like geared towards you. It's just a question. But I do want to ask you, what do you feel is your most toxic trait?
My most toxic traits?
Traits.
Yeah, right? She put an S on it. We
I heard
said
you.
trait. But
Honestly, I would say I'm overly analytical.
That's one for me. That's
I'm analytical. I think
can
that
add
is
that one. That's
When's
It's
your
so-
birthday?
October 15th. I'm a
she's not a
Libra.
Taurus.
I didn't say
Well, shout out to my children. Two of my 4 children are Libras. So shout out.
Yeah, I'm
And other two are Scorps.
And the other 2 are
Scorpio.
Scorpios.
I love Scorpio.
Everybody loves Scorpios.
I really do.
Look at his face.
Everybody
I thought you was looking at him like, oh my god, here we go with this bullshit.
No, as an analyzer, like analyzers, like you know, you have visionary people and analyzers. Analyzers are there to see what's missing, what's wrong.
100%.
So I have a natural tendency of being critical and seeing what's wrong, what's missing. It makes me good at work, but it makes me bad in a relationship.
I can see how that might work against you.
I mean, I will
Yeah.
say that I'm very critical of stuff. Like I listen to the inflection in your voice when you're saying something.
Facts.
Like so
That
like,
matters.
That
And
matters.
point that out
Yeah.
too.
How you said it
Yeah.
means a lot.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like the
a
speed
big
at
one,
which
though.
you said it, the tone
Yeah.
at which you said it, is like
I gotta be careful.
The pitch.
yeah, like hold on, wait.
Yeah.
This thing got mad. This thing
But
mad at me right now?
that's
Like,
even in your friends.
yeah.
That's even in your friends.
I analyze everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For example, in Jamaica, Black was in the pool practicing his underwater breathing. Black is not a swimmer. Me and Jerry see the nigga in the water. I see him in the water.
Piss me up.
Yo,
Piss me up.
Black,
Yeah,
I see
we-
him in
we
the
really
water. I
did
see him in
piss
the
him off
water.
with that shit.
I was gonna leave him alone.
Okay.
Piss
I was about to swim past him. Jerry goes, yo,
He been under there
he been in there for a
while.
minute. So me as a swimmer, I go,
And pick me up.
and Black goes, what are you doing? What?
Piss me
I can
off.
stand up, and I'm like,
What happened?
Because I've been in the water the whole time.
but
He was trying to save you.
I don't need
he's
to
not getting mad at me. He's not getting mad at me. He's like, you know
Piss
what?
me off.
Until you need saving.
So what? You know what I did for the rest of the time I was swimming? I stayed away from God.
Swim away from that nigga.
Of course.
Now I'm not talking to you because clearly you feel it some type
But
of way
why you
tonight.
didn't go underwater and tap? Why didn't you just tap and be like,
He thought
Nah.
to pick me up like a child. How you know exactly?
Oh, see, I didn't
Thank
know
you.
all that, bro. I didn't do all that.
Jerry,
I was just saying
Jerry,
something.
he went like this, bro. Like I'm
Oh,
a child.
nah.
I'm a grown ass man, my nigga. I'm big as fuck. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh, nah, I ain't know all
What are
that.
you
That's
doing?
extreme.
I ain't know
Under
all
my
that.
arms.
All I said was, yo, you
That's
come up
it.
on
Under
wild.
my arms.
And he said, "This is just your dynamic period."
It is not
That
dynamic.
definitely is
Captain.
Because I was just like, yo,
It is,
Black's
it
been
is.
under there for mad long. Rich goes
But how
under
you
there
under-
to try, and then I didn't know he picked you up
He
like
tried
that.
to pick
I
me
would've been
up
tight
under
too.
my
I'm like,
arms.
come on, bro. Yo, come
tried
on, I'm
to
not a
pick
baby,
under
bro.
my arms.
we were
Bro,
both, but we were also drunk.
I'm
Alright?
a grown
Yes,
ass
we were
man,
very
bro. I'm a
drunk.
grown ass
We
man.
were very drunk.
It was
I'm a
after
grown
the
ass
it was after the whole wedding.
That's hilarious.
I was twisted. I was twisted.
We were
I would
very
pay money
drunk.
to see that. That shit is
Under
funny.
my arms. I'm a grown ass man.
He was really tight. He was really
I
upset
was
after that.
pissed.
He was really
You know
upset
what's
after
funny?
that.
Black noticed that I was standing away from him, so I asked him why he came over to where I was.
Got to heal it and make
He's
up.
like, come on, yo, just don't treat me like I'm a
Don't pick
fucking
me up
child,
under
bro.
my
Come on,
arms,
don't
my
do that,
nigga.
bro.
I'm not really mad at you, but don't pick me up under my arms. I'm a grown up.
Yo, them two
I'm
are
a grown up.
hilarious.
I'm a
Yo,
grown
The
up.
bromance is real.
It's insane, bro.
He came over,
It's
he
insane.
came over, he's like, yo, that girl ass fat, right?
You know that's the only thing I get to. You be like, yeah, you know, we good. Yo, you know that girl. Yo, y'all. I don't know that happened. I wasn't there for that.
Y'all are the worst.
That's literally what happened. That's literally what happened.
So,
Yeah.
what did you say? You're too overanalyzing.
Queen KP your turn. I'm a grown up.
Overthinker.
All right. My last topic was, I got it from the New York Post, actually. Somebody posted it from the New York Post.
I think Neighborhood Talk put something up too.
Yeah, it was about, I think it was from the Neighborhood Talk. Real quick, I do want to touch on this. I want to ask everybody. Neighborhood Talk posted a post from Sarah Simmons or whatever her name is, Minions. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I wanted to get the writer's name, but I'm a little twisted right now.
Yeah, I see.
We'll tag it.
Yeah, I'm gonna tag it. But Sarah on New York Post, the writer, she said that studies show that women, especially women in long-term relationships, are more likely to cheat than men are, because women often get bored.
I did see a snip of that.
They're big
I
on
heard
novelty.
No, they're big on
That's
no,
what
they're
they
big on
novelty.
They said that men will have a spontaneous desire, while women have a triggered desire. In the sense that they experience whatever they experience with
In life.
with their partner.
With their partner, right?
Like he got his set moves that he normally does.
You know,
he might not
Back
do.
shots, choke, rob.
Or he might.
That's why I had to switch
from
it up.
time to time.
From
From time to time.
That's why I had to switch it up. I couldn't do it.
But even
I
that,
couldn't
that's
do
part of
it.
your repertoire now. See, so
I'm gonna switch it up again. No way.
what you gonna do? What you gonna?
Nigga, how you gonna tell me what?
You do it all, nigga.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about
I'm
it.
create a new move,
Alright,
nigga.
cool.
I'm
But
calling
check
it the Jerry Special.
Whether you do 1, 2, 3 or do 3, 2, 1,
Uh-huh.
or 5, 4, 1, 2,
Yeah.
they know your moves.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Very true.
They know your
Very
moves.
true.
And they said that women, because of that, especially married women, will often step out from their relationships. Would you agree on that?
So I'll say what I've heard. I can't say that I've done my
You're
own
demisexual.
personal studies, but what I have heard is that men are more loyal than women, and I will tell you why biologically why this is the case. When a man, the reason why people assume that men are non-committal and they are, they're not loyal and things like that, because they have their sowing their royal oats kind of thing. They're spilling their
phase,
seed
of course,
everywhere, whatever the case is. But what I've come to understand in studies around like the whole masculine and feminine energy thing, this is what the theory states. I'll say what the theory states. You guys tell me if that resonates for you guys. I'm not a man, I'm a woman, right? Which is that women can experience long suffering, but men love deeper, and men are more loyal. And this is evidenced by how men like their purchasing habits. Women are more likely to buy a number of perfumes, a number of body washes, a number of hair products, when a man is like still using Irish Spring, right? Just sticks to one thing.
Old
Right?
Spice to
Dove
this
body
day,
wash.
bro.
I got eczema.
Jerky's
dog.
milk.
I'm with the natural
Head-
soaps a
the head
little
and
bit more
shoulders,
now,
whatever
bro.
it is. When you find your thing,
Yeah.
why the fuck am I trying anything else? So men
found my thing.
are less likely to when a man is saying that he wants to commit, he's saying I'm ready to stick to this and be with this and that's it. That's what the feminine. This is under the premise of the theory around feminine masculine energy, and that what this means is that women can be. If a woman doesn't desire to cheat or move into, that's a more societal, it could be triggered to like more societal pressures or the way things are supposed to be, whatever the case is. Whereas men, not saying that men don't step out, but it could be the reason why a man might have sex but not have the emotional thing.
Like I said,
because
spontaneous.
that's
It's more
commitment,
spontaneous.
right? Like I might do something fleeting because it doesn't matter, but I'm not gonna commit to multiple women, right?
Talk about it.
Like baby boy, I fuck hoes.
But I love you.
Yo,
But I love you.
That's
I'm with
what-
you.
That's what the theory says. So that in that case, the theory says that women are not as loyal to men based on just patterns and behaviors.
So you would agree?
So I would say that's a fair statement. It's fair enough. It's not my experience, not only personal,
That's so cute.
but
So as a demisexual, you feel as though you can't cheat?
of course it's possible. Anything is possible because I said emotional connection.
Okay, so you could.
Yeah.
That means that you would have had to lose the connection with the person you're with.
100%, absolutely possible.
And gain
So you ever had a work boyfriend?
Yeah.
work bay.
Yeah, work
So
babe.
work babe, that's what you would have cheated with.
No, definitely not.
No.
No.
She's just
I
work babe.
don't
It's just the way
I
it
don't
is.
like shit and eat and all that stuff like at work. I feel like it's messy. I'm not a messy chick. That's messy to me.
I feel like everybody
I'm
say that
saying-
until they meet the right nigga.
I haven't.
Until you run
No.
into
I think that's a
yes.
lot. That's a lot. No.
Till they meet
Yeah,
My
the
that's
right
too
department,
funny,
no.
bro.
like, oh, I love your smile. Yeah, come to my
No.
office.
No, but no. That's
That's
wild.
back in the day when I used to work right here.
Yeah.
Listen, man, it used to be bad.
I would say this is how I feel about cheating, right? I feel like it's possible for anybody,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think that it's something that you can like fireproof in your relationship. I don't think you can prevent it. I think it can happen for anybody
Yes.
anytime and anything.
You-
I don't think
yo.
you can
I
prevent it.
That's
Talk.
actually the better way to
Prevent
say
it.
what I've
Yeah.
been saying.
What?
I
Can't
often say I feel like everybody cheats. That's what
I do agree. I do agree.
See, cause I don't only mean in the physical. I just mean on the sense of
I'm doing something that I wouldn't do in front of my partner. Yeah, I
Nigga.
I agree.
That's huge.
I
That's
feel like-
big.
I
It's
feel
big
like-
that
I feel
you-
like
you say that,
everybody
honestly,
does that shit.
Dr.
So you
Cassandra, 'cause
so
I don't.
you feel like something that your partner does when you're not there.
Correct. Yes.
is-
Yes.
If you feel as though you can't do it around me, then you're
Yes.
that means that you're doing something that you know would bother me.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Be honest with yourself.
Point blank period.
If you
right?
can't do it in front of me, that means you know it would bother me. Why do you know it would bother me? Because you know
Why
it's
would you do it then when I'm not there?
exact. You're cheating.
Yes.
Because I'm not there.
Because it's just like if you're playing a game and you do this behind my back.
That's
Oh,
cheating.
you're cheating. Like think about the sense of because I'm a gamer. You know what I mean? And that's
Listen.
what cheating is. You're
Yes.
doing something outside the norms of what
Yes.
what would be allowed
Right.
or I would allow you to do.
Right.
Period.
Or what they
As-
agreed upon.
As the married
when-
man in this situation,
Mm-hmm.
your wife goes to a fete, 3-day weekend with the girls, and she dances with another guy.
He don't care about that.
She-
shit. Okay, my bad.
She wouldn't do that when you were there, but you're there now. I mean, you're not there. If you were there, she wouldn't dance with these niggas.
Right, but I'm not.
You're not there, so she does that. Is that
But
cheating?
does he care?
Right.
No, that's
No,
the
but
point I'm
understand,
It all
getting.
boils down to the
understand,
person he is.
understand the full range of what he's saying. He's saying you're doing something that you wouldn't do in front of me because you know it would bother me.
That I care about it.
I
Yeah.
care about it. Would affect.
But if you were there, it would bother you.
No.
she probably
No,
would,
no.
she
Well,
probably,
me personally,
don't
if you're
care.
talking to me personally,
Right.
no.
I am talking to you.
Yeah, I wouldn't. You
if
know,
she
I don't.
didn't do
I
it in
wouldn't
front of
care.
him while he was
Yeah.
there, that's more for
You
her
can't
than
about
it is
that.
for him.
You can't do that in front of me.
So if
Yeah, I know. Black's like don't
Black,
dance in front of me.
yeah, not
she's,
yeah.
if
Black's
she's-
not with it.
if he doesn't mind you're dubbing with somebody else, but she chooses not to do it in front of him, and she says it's for him, it's actually for her. It makes her feel uncomfortable. So if he's not around and she does it, it still is a part of the same pattern. He's not here, but I know that my husband gave me a pass, right? So when it goes back to like the whole thing about women purchasing and we switching things like that. So when I think about cheating, I think about it in the broad context. Cheating isn't always penetration, right? It is about I'm having an experience with somebody else that I haven't had an agreement with my personal partner that was okay to have.
To have that experience.
Right. And in that extent, then yeah, I would say so.
Oh, damn.
Right?
It's like going on dates. You're not fucking the person, but let your partner find out you're going on dates. They're gonna be like, you did what? You went and had
See,
this
that's
for
why
who?
I will tell you why I don't want to cheat, right? I want to tell you why I don't want to cheat. Because I know that I could not out cheat a man.
You can't out cheat me.
That's not true.
Yeah, I do.
I don't agree.
Hold on,
Women,
let me
all you
finish.
gotta do is
let her finish, let her
Let me finish. In this day and age, in the climate that we're in, the boldness that we're in, right?
Talk about it.
It's harder for me as a woman to
I
put
agree.
on miles on my pussy
Yeah, I agree.
than it is for my man to be like, oh, you want to fuck around?
That's what we doing.
Bet.
I agree.
I'm going.
I have
I
to agree.
agree.
Hold on
I'm
a
not.
second.
I
I
can't
agree.
disagree
Hold
with
on.
that.
I'm going on a fucking spree. Carelessly, right? I don't give a fuck.
And
I
I'm
don't
not
give
gonna
a
even lie to
shit.
you, Dr. Cassandra. I've always said this to the guys.
I'm not texting that shit.
I've been hollered at
No.
twice as much.
No.
after being married than before.
What
It's
are you saying not to-
insane.
what are you saying not to
So
do?
I mean, so it would be that
Because
much
if I cheat
easier.
on my man, I'm telling you right now, if I cheat on my man, if I cheat on my man, I'm telling you right now, it will probably be with one person. Or
Right.
two.
Okay.
If my man decides that he want to play,
We open
he
the
can
floodgates.
go on a fucking
Time
spree.
out. Time out. Stop.
Go ahead, Rich.
Stop.
Go ahead, Rich.
You're
Nah,
speaking
go
to a
ahead.
demisexual who needs to feel connected emotionally before she fucks a nigga.
Mm-hmm.
If you are not a demisexual and you're just a regular city girl
Mm-hmm.
and post a picture of
Real
you in
ass
bed
bitch,
like
yeah.
this with your leggings and panties
Mm-hmm.
and say, and your ass is poking underneath that, like you sitting on that ass,
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you will have DMs to fuck niggas for days.
You like,
There's
check out my new
meanwhile,
hat.
Meanwhile,
With
check out my
with your
exactly.
ass in the pic.
You're- 'cause
Check
I
out
know
my
you.
new
I know
hat.
you gonna take back what
I'm
you said.
sorry,
I know you gonna take back what you said.
No,
I'm not taking back what I
agreeing
said.
with you. I wasn't disagreeing with you.
Because there's no
You
way
was
in
agreeing.
hell
I was
I'm
agreeing.
saying
You
I
agree with
cannot-
her? No.
Listen,
No.
what I'm saying
you
is,
have the option to fuck as
understand.
many men as you want if you post a lusty picture.
Baby,
I promise you.
I don't have to post a thing. I have
You
niggas.
don't.
Hold on a second. I got niggas on my phone right now who are my besties.
That one
Hello.
fuck.
Listen,
Hello.
I could be like, hey,
Come on.
I could have.
I'm
four,
horny.
Hello.
I could have 4 men tonight and set it up.
That's
But
not
this
what
what
we're
I'm saying.
talking about.
Hold on a
Right.
second. Right.
Yeah,
I'm not
listen,
saying that the numbers. I'm not saying that women can't draw in more men. What I'm saying is that the kind of woman that you're describing, that's like hoish tendencies. I'm talking about a woman in an established
right.
relationship,
Right.
right? We're talking about a relationship-oriented person, right? The likelihood of her just
Oh.
randomly
Right, no, right.
fucking mad nigga. I'm talking to a woman in a relation cheating.
Right.
I'm not.
a good nigga to cheat with.
I'm not finna play around
With
because I'm not.
15
I
sick
can't.
men.
Like I cannot just be on a random fucking spree with 15 guys and come back to you. A nigga could fuck 15 bitches and be like,
And go
Can
home
we
to my
fix this?
shorty.
I'm not
that's-
fucking
it's
with
facts.
that.
Not every
If
woman
you-
would agree with you though. Some
I
women
don't
would.
care what
Some
they.
women, yeah,
well,
some
guess
women-
what? I
That's what I was
coach-
listening to. It
I
was
coach-
an established relationship.
I coach.
see.
Listen, I coach.
Yeah.
I coach a lot of couples, so women can say what they want. Those women are probably the ones that are in a relationship. I'm
about
saying
it.
to you, right? On average, what happens? And I'm saying that when a husband finds out, I have husbands that fuck women just to know if something is wrong with him or his wife. Just to know.
Just to see if he still got it.
Just to know. Just
Shit
to
like that.
know.
Ego.
That's
Just to
that's
know.
crazy
And
egotistical.
he knows the bitch and him is still cool. And his wife don't know nothing about it. And it's not one client.
I agree.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I believe that.
I'm not putting
believe
myself
that.
in a position to be that hurt because obviously, you feel what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
if like when a man is done and we fuck with his heart, that shit is gone.
No, that's facts.
And to get that shit back,
You don't.
is not the
It's
same.
damn near impossible.
People might think like,
Yeah,
oh,
you
it takes a
can't
lot
get
to get a
mine
woman's
back.
back,
You
whatever.
cannot get mine back.
He has taken the key to his heart. He's taken it out. He's thrown it in the ocean. Bitch, go fucking find that shit because I'm not getting it.
You
It
can't
is
find
gone. It's
You talking
done, and a
pure
nigga
facts.
don't fucking care.
can't
Like the
find it.
emotions that you're not you can't cry enough. You can't. There's nothing you can do. I'm not
nothing you can do.
playing that game.
You could give me all
Listen,
the things that I've ever asked for.
I'm not
Great.
saying.
It don't
I'm not
matter.
It
saying.
don't matter.
I'm not saying that women
You
don't do
fuck that
it.
nigga Tony. You used to fuck that nigga Tony, nigga.
No, I'm not
You
saying that
still-
women
you sucked
don't
his
do
dick.
it. I'm
That's
saying,
what I was saying.
I'm saying that I'm not that
I
woman
had
that
it
can
worse.
play
I
a
could've
big
said
woman
that's
game
worse.
like that. That's a big woman
That's
game.
a big woman game.
That's a big woman
That's
game.
big talk.
And I'm not that woman. I can't
Yeah.
hold it down like that. I can speak for myself.
Nah, I personally.
I can't do that.
Just to speak on, because you always mention that sucking dick thing. Sucking dick thing wasn't worse to me. The worst thing that I feel like happened to me, and I can't prove it 100%.
What?
I can't prove it 100%.
Okay.
But I'm almost 100% sure.
I can't prove it 100%, but I'm almost 100% sure.
Okay, go ahead. What's up?
I feel like I paid for an abortion that wasn't my child.
Yo, he's spoken on this since. Listen.
That's a whole topic.
Can
We
I
can't
can,
talk about
can,
that
I,
right
can,
now.
I, can I speak on
That's a
this?
whole fucking topic.
Do you
my
mind?
nigga.
Do you mind if I speak on this?
God damn, bro. Now we gotta save that one, boy.
Hold on.
That's
I don't know if
crazy.
you mind. Did you mind if I speak on this?
Just don't mention no names.
No, I never did that. That's you.
That's true though.
So,
I did the name because of him.
So I remember the
Rabbi, did
day
the math?
what we were doing.
No,
Wow.
When he told me this situation,
That's
bro.
crazy,
Hold
man.
on. We were moving said person out after we moved them in, painted their apartment. We did mad shit. So now we're moving out. We're moving the person out now, and he says to me like, "Yo, bro," she says she's pregnant, and
I don't even feel like it's mine.
And he says, I don't even feel like it's mine, Brody. And I'm stressed out. I'm like, this nigga got me in Brooklyn, moving bitches.
You say too much. You say too much.
You do it too much. You do it too much.
Locations.
You do it too
I'm
much.
like, this nigga got me moving.
Just doing
bitches
all this,
shit,
yeah.
And he feels this way. This is crazy, but I'm only doing it
For
because it's
him,
my man.
yeah.
But I can, like that situation.
I ain't gonna lie. So whenever
That's
you mention that dick
crazy,
sucking thing,
Yeah.
I be thinking about like that's cool and all, bro. But I feel like I got cheated on.
The
Like,
reason why
feel
I
like
say
went
that,
through
Rich,
I feel like
the
I went
only
through
reason why I
shit,
say
like,
that,
you
and
know
I've
what I
said
mean?
it before, is because again, for me, that act is pure service.
I get-
it's not.
But
you're not
that's sucking dick service.
That is. Come on, you can't tell me
so sorry.
that you are. I mean, yeah, a lot of girls tell me they get sexually aroused. But you're not doing anything that is
Jerry,
giving
Jerry,
you that amount of
the
pleasure
service-
that you're giving. If you're giving yourself any pleasure, it's not as much pleasure as you're giving that person, which is
Some
mostly
some niggas like me,
mostly.
some niggas like me, niggas like me and you are pleasers. Getting head first is less of a service than allowing me to eat your pussy. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
down
would
for me.
you
I'm
would
trying
you
to
would
catch
you would you eat any box? No,
No,
right?
no.
Exactly. So if you when you decide to go down and eat some box, it's not necessarily that you just wanna you're a pleaser and you're in the act and so you want to please. You're saying
I'll say this to you.
I want to make you feel
Yes,
good
but
and
I'll
I
say
want
this
to
to you,
mostly make you
But
feel
I say
good
this
right
to you,
now.
Jerry. If a girl cheated with me and gave me head, right? Say they had a man and cheated with me, they giving me head for like 2 minutes. And I'm like,
I don't care.
I know you don't
You
care,
was-
but be honest. Be honest. You gonna eat her box for like 15 minutes, and she gonna give you head for like 5.
Because we're pleasers.
Yes,
but that has nothing to do
exactly.
with
That's just our mentality.
Right.
I've got the most nastiest head from niggas' girlfriends.
I mean,
Wow.
I'm
it's
not
crazy.
disagreeing
It's
with you.
crazy, yeah.
I've gotten the nastiest sex from
From niggas' girlfriends.
If
Let
you
me ask
are
you
in a
guys a question.
relationship,
Being that you guys have been with girls
Who
that are in a relationship and they've cheated and they've had that experience with you, does that give you like does that affect your relationship when
No.
you try to like? Do you feel like yo, my bitch might
No.
karma?
Yeah, listen. If I'm in a relationship and I cheat, I genuinely tend to feel like I need to contact my partner immediately. They might be doing the same thing
I
as
didn't
me.
want to say, yo.
They might be doing the same thing I just did.
Rich told me, yo,
that's the guilty conscience
no, he
talking.
told me, yo. Rich told me.
That's the guilty
when we were
conscience.
young. He's like, yo, every time he cheats,
I call
he's cheated in his life. He calls the partner
I call my girlfriend.
right after.
Right
That's
after.
crazy to
Call my
me.
girlfriend
So
right
what do you say?
Yeah.
I just
Like, that's
check,
crazy
I just
to
check
me.
on what they do. If listen, that's why I had to.
No. What do you say?
You just be like,
How
oh,
you
what
been?
you doing?
What's up?
What you doing?
Oh,
You know what I mean?
okay.
I don't start a beef.
Okay.
No,
No,
but just for me, just contacting your partner
Right.
after betraying
That's
your
that-
partner
that's toxic
to me
as
is
shit.
crazy.
Toxic.
That's I'm
It's
like
toxic.
that's toxic as shit, bro.
Listen,
Like at least
but
give
you
us
have
some
to understand-
time to go
hold on,
through your
stop.
shit.
I'm looking
and
at
then
you
go
and
back.
you stop.
Hold on, time out. Can I say something?
Yo,
You have to
That's
understand
crazy.
that I had to go to therapy. I had to go to therapy.
You better still be in it.
No, I'm not in therapy.
I'm still.
Oh.
I'm in therapy. I love
That don't
therapy.
sound healed.
No,
Yo,
no.
I tell
listen,
everybody.
he said,
Hold on.
What's
here,
up? Go ahead.
I'm here.
One thing I
Real
say.
talk.
One thing
Yeah.
I say on this show is go to therapy,
does.
bro.
Definitely.
I had to go to therapy
Always say
because
that
I
shit.
was in a relationship for a very long time at a very young age,
Me too.
and I felt as though because I was older than my partner, I felt like I provided a lot for her, and to be betrayed by that person really fucked my head up.
Definitely.
It fucked my head up for a lot of women after her. You know what I mean? A lot of women after her and all of that.
Had
you know
to
what I
pay
mean?
the price.
Had to,
Just like a whole lot of girls
and
had to
which
pay
is
the
why,
price after the first
I'm
girl.
not gonna lie, I was in a
fucked with my heart,
relationship.
yeah.
I was in a relationship.
A lot of girls had to pay the price after
I never took
Damn.
a year off from any relationship from the time of 17 all the way till about 27.
Wow.
So I was always in a relationship
Facts.
until 27. 27, I took a good 4 years
Solid.
just by
Solid.
myself,
Wow.
and that's when I went to therapy. I did all that different stuff. You know what I mean? And listen, if you was with me between the ages of like 18 to 27, I'm sorry.
He's sorry.
I listen.
He's sorry.
I was
Saying he's
running
sorry.
and gunning.
You got Air Max. You got Devon.
You got
Perkins.
these perks. You got
You
these
got
perks.
Devon Perkins. That was a wild boy.
But anyway, we do have to wrap this up because we are way over 2 hours.
What was the last question? Was there a last question or was it?
You got
I
the
think-
Jackson Max the only question?
I think I actually
She answered that.
Yeah,
It's toxic. That's it?
I think
Okay.
it was about the statistic.
Okay.
And you said that you feel like women. Yeah, you agree it's fair.
Yes.
You said
I
it's
think
fair.
It's fair based
it's
on
a
what they
fair
say.
point.
Yes. Yeah. I want to say no to that because I feel like I'm around a lot of women, and I know a lot of women who have like the whole ride or die. I'm faithful. I'm loyal. Like that is what I've seen.
Do your friends engage in one night stands while on vacation?
No.
None of your friends.
No.
None of your friends get some foreign dick.
No.
You never, and clearly you never have.
No.
So you never met a guy in France who's
No.
touch your mind.
Have you ever been to Jamaica? Did you go to Jamaica and do the raft?
I went to Dunn's River for...
No. Did you do the raft, the massage raft?
Oh, I'm not doing that.
You're not, why?
I'm not giving a nigga that.
You're not giving it.
I'm not giving. No, are you fucking crazy?
Make that a clip, please.
I'm not giving a nigga that.
Giving a nigga what?
First
You
of
can't
all,
feel me. You can't feel my body.
see, I will tell y'all off camera because I can't say certain things.
Nah,
All right, we have to wrap this up anyway. All right. Yo, shout out to y'all on the 66 episode.
That was no.
Dr. Cassandra,
Wait, hold up.
let them know.
Sit down.
Let them know.
Sit down.
Okay,
that was
okay.
absolutely beautiful. Again, I want y'all to give it up to Dr. Cassandra. She killed it. Killed it.
Oh, you're not a doctor?
I'm not.
Did we
I have a
shout out?
master's
Did we
degree.
shout out?
Oh, I thought you had a
Who the
doctor.
fuck said she was a doctor?
I don't
So
know.
who said?
Saying that this is
I've-
a relationship. Ask
Oh, that's what it
Ask Miss Cassandra.
is. Miss Cassandra.
Yeah.
Shout out.
You was
Yo,
drinking. You was
yeah.
drinking. You was drinking that.
But I will speak it into existence and take it. I've
You're
been
gonna
letting
be
it
one.
happen.
You're
I
gonna be
honestly
one.
thought you. Oh man, I'm sorry, Miss Cassandra.
I'm gonna change the
Wow.
title of the episode now.
Yo, yeah, right. Yo, shout out to Miss Cassandra. We did not mention it, but shout out to Empire Rockefeller
Yes.
Vodka, y'all.
Yes.
Shout
Empire
out.
Rockefeller Vodka, the smoothest vodka
It's
that you
very
can
nice.
ever have.
You have-
Listen,
I
Miss
like it.
Cassandra will tell you
It was
herself.
very smooth.
Very smooth,
I like
amazing taste. Empire
Yes.
Rockefeller. We did not have our mixologist with us
We
today.
missed you.
We miss you.
Yes.
Drinks by Aisha. We will see you next
Feel
week,
Good Drinks
hopefully.
by
Feel Good Drinks by Aisha. We will see you next week, hopefully. And again, if we mentioned it before, but we'll mention it again. If you want gear, keep in mind gear, you can go on keepinmindpodcast.com. Again, that is keepinmindpodcast.com
We got t-shirts.
for shirts,
We got the white
for
ones.
men
I like
and
the
women. I don't think we have kids yet. We don't have we don't have anything for kids. No, not yet.
I can get them up tonight.
Yeah, we don't. For right now, we have gear for men and women.
I really don't really care for kids having. I keep my shirt on because this is not a
Because we
kid-friendly
definitely
show.
is not a kid-friendly show. You're right. You are definitely right about that.
I'm gonna make perspective shirts, and those will be for kids.
Absolutely. But yeah, I just wanted to mention of those few things that we didn't really get to.
And I also want to let y'all know we also will have me and Jerry used to have a venture, clothing venture, and we used to sell like Caribbean gear and clothing. Those will also be on the shop. We got a Belle Femme shirt and all that different other
I
stuff.
need that in my life.
So those will also be on the
Dope,
shop.
dope.
That's
Absolutely.
part of our venture called These 1804 when he got us independence. Check it out. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, and hit all on the notifications so you can know when we're going live and when we're doing what we're doing. If you're on
Absolutely.
Twitch, follow us. You know what I mean?
Keep in
On
mind
Twitter.
podcast.
Shout out to
Like,
Miss.
share, subscribe.
Yeah, like.
YouTube.
See, look. She already know. Ask.
Ask Miss Cassandra.
There you go with a
I
C,
kept
not a
calling
K.
you Doctor, because I'm saying,
I was accepting. I didn't correct y'all for the whole show. Y'all
You
to
did.
the end.
You
To the
did.
end.
I was like, yo, I don't know where I got Dr. Cassandra
I
from.
was
All
just,
right.
going with the flow.
Listen.
That's dope. That's dope.
Paging Dr.
But
Cassandra.
listen, paging Dr. Cassandra.
All right. We appreciate you.
Thank you guys so much. It's been another real one, y'all.